Last week, the Deer traveled to Challenger Stadium to face off against the 1-2 Clearbrook Wolverines. The Wolverines struck first on the opening drive.
Trying to find somewhere to go, makes a man miss at the line and weaves his way through. Carter on the run, inside the 10-5. What an effort, touchdown.
But the Deer quickly responded.
Hayden Smith behind the defense, and Deer Park gonna strike 58 yards. Hayden Smith.
Deer Park's defense then completely shut down the Wolverines.
Fires over the middle, picked off on the run. It's Millette cutting back inside the 10. Touchdown, Deer Park. Gonna rush 4. Throw gonna be picked off again, and it's gonna be back-to-back pick sixes. This time, Landon Sanders finds the end zone.
Deer Park dominated the rest of the game, finishing with a 49-6 victory. Tonight, they open district and look to extend their 4-0 winning streak against the 2-2 Dobie Longhorns. And it starts right now on the Deer Network.
Sanders lowers the bow. The seam from McBride, touchdown. Fade route towards the end zone, looking for Phillips. Jump ball in the end zone, touchdown. Horse all the way to the end zone, touchdown. And a huge hit put on. Batista laying the wood, wide open, touchdown. Welcome into a jam-packed Abshire Stadium on a Friday night. Mason Pratt here alongside Tim Culp. Deer Park back at home, Abshire Stadium, as they open up district play here at 22-6A. And right out of the gate, first game of district, it's a big matchup as the Dobie Longhorns come into town.
Yeah, this one right here, Mason, will most likely determine the district championship in all, in all predictions. And so this is a big game for both teams. And so for Deer Park, you've done what you needed to do in preseason. You go 4-0. And now then the fact is you start district, you want to go 6-0 in district and then lead up to those playoffs.
And two teams kind of on different trends. We mentioned Deer Park 4-0, a dominant win last week over Clearbrook when they went down to Challenger Stadium. Just rolled over the Wolverines, pretty much wrapped that one up by the end of the first quarter. And they improved to 4-0. And meanwhile for Dobie, sitting at 2-2, they've lost 2 straight, got off on the right start with a 2-0 start, but back-to-back tough opponents in Dickinson and Lamar, but they got trounced, and they're sitting at an 0-2 losing streak right now.
Yeah, so right now the thing for Deer Park is to continue with this momentum that we've got. As you said, Dobie's going to be looking for this win. It would be a huge win for Dobie to come in here into Deer Park and upset the Deer in their home stadium.
Getting ready for kickoff here, and here comes Deer Park, led by
I love
the Deer Park Tigers, the Seminoles here on Tiffy night.
Well, I tell you what, and I always love Tiffy night. I just love all those little kids down there running around. That's awesome.
It is a full-on stampede coming out of that banner on Tiffy night. About a minute and a half until game time. But Kiesel Horse really led the charge last week. Deer Park, they didn't do it a whole lot through the air, but the running game was going. Kieselhorst really started to establish himself as quite an effective runner.
Well, you know, he started out when he was here. We had our last home game. He really did a good job. Then he goes back at the next game after that and plays really well. He's running hard. He's running very effective, and he's a lot of fun to watch.
Led the team last week, 75 yards on the ground. Also had 75 through the air. Only one touchdown through the air for Deer Park last week in that win over Clearbrook. And we said they just jumped on the Wolverines early in that one. Clearbrook actually had a lead off the opening drive, but Deer Park responded. Big 58-yard pass play to Hayden Smith. And then the defense really showed out, especially in that first quarter. Back-to-back pick sixes, and then followed up with another interception that set up Deer Park. And they were just able to pour it on early.
Yeah, I tell you what, that is extremely impressive when your defense can play that well. It sure makes it awful easy for your offense when they can put up that kind of those many points on the board.
By the Deer Park High School Swing Choir, and presentation of colors by the Deer Park High School JROTC Color Guard. Carrying the U.S. flag, Cadet Captain Amara LeBlanc. Carrying the Texas flag, Cadet First Sergeant Dylan Corona. The right guard, Cadet Lieutenant Eva Moore. And the left guard, Cadet First Lieutenant Neil Weatherly. And now, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And a great job done by our swing choir doing the national anthem here. Going to be back here at Abshire Stadium after back-to-back road games for Deer Park.
I'm glad to be back with you, Mace.
Yeah, I guess you just didn't feel like making the trip down to League City. I mean, that's
all that rain.
Yeah. Made the trip to Beaumont, but just couldn't.
Well, I tell you what's fun is tonight we got the full crew here. Tommy's back. You know, he's back in the building. About time he showed up, you know. He was giving us all kinds of stories about places he's supposed to be, and I'm not for sure that it was true or not, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Captain's heading out to midfield.
Make sure your first great call by contacting Tasso today at www.tasso.org. That's www.tasso.org. Enjoy tonight's game, and please be respectful of our hardworking officials. Thank you.
87 degrees here at game time. Wind coming out of the south.
I tell you what, it's just got that. Everything looks good. Field looks good. Band looks good. Crowd full of people. It's a football kind of night. I'm ready to play. Not play, but for them to play.
All right, you heard. Suit them up.
No.
Give Tim a helmet.
You seen that commercial?
So Dino Dobie has won the toss and elected to defer.
You seen that commercial with Dan Marino and Emmitt Smith and all those guys coming
I
back?
have. That's a great one.
It would be worse than that.
So Dobie winning the toss, electing to defer.
Deer Park will be receiving the ball coming from this end. All right, guys, let's go shake hands. Have a great game.
There is no doubt that we have the referee's microphone on point tonight.
It is effective. It is working. It is functional.
That's good, though. That's good.
The Longhorns also going to have the wind at their back for this opening kickoff, and the Deer Park offense going to be out first. Dobie trying to right the ship after losing their final 2 non-district games. Deer Park with that 4-0 record to start the year. The second year in a row they've gotten off to a 4-0 start. Trying to improve on that here tonight.
Kicking off the Longhorns, number 30, Daniel Campero. Back deep to receive for the Deer, number 1, Hayden Smith, and number 2, Trey Martinez.
So the speedster is going to be back deep for Deer Park. Hayden Smith, Trey Martinez. Longhorns in their road all-white uniforms. Daniel Campero getting the ball teed up. And district play here in 22-6A underway on a deep kick that will send Martinez all the way 5 yards deep in his own end zone before he takes the knee. And it'll be brought out for the touchback.
Martinez takes the knee in the end zone. Deer Park will operate first.
Well, Mason, I think probably the big story we talked a little bit beforehand is on the offensive side of the ball. Clayton McBride for Deer Park, the senior leader, out for the season. He had broke his ankle during practice. He's not going to be able to be here, and so I know he's listening in tonight. So, Clayton, we wish you a speedy recovery, my friend. And but he will be missed on this offense for Deer Park.
Yeah. Looks like Caleb Donnelly, the senior tight end, going to start tonight's game at that tight end position. McBride third on the team in receptions. So they're going to come out, empty backfield look. And now they're going to motion Gregory in. Fake the give, and Kieselhorst, who saw him run effectively the last 2 games, he takes it up the middle and keeps the pile going, and a flag comes in as Kieselhorst got stood up for a short gain of about 3, up ahead to the 28.
By Hunter
Game's first play, we've got our first penalty.
Personal foul, face mask. It gets the defense, number 90. 15 yards from the previous spot, automatic, first down.
Alberto Ortiz, the defensive tackle, had his hand in there in the face mask of Kieselhorst, so tack on 15 more, and Deer Park is going to gain a first down out of it.
Well, I tell you what, if you're Dobie, those are the things that you cannot do, is have those unnecessary penalties like that.
Longhorns call for the face
Ball
mask.
pushed up to the Deer Park 42.
Brings up first down and 10 for Deer Park.
3 wide receiver tight bunch to the line. Some miscommunication. Now they're going to shift over to the left side. Gregory in the backfield. Now Phillips in motion. All kinds of movement, and we're going to have 2 plays, 2 penalties. This one going to go against Deer Park. So Deer
Ball
Park.
start against the offense, number 1. 5-yard penalty, it's first down.
Deer Park coming off a season high 49 points last week in that win over Clearbrook. They've gone over the 40-point mark every game so far this year. Come in tonight averaging 45.8 points per game. 425 yards of offense per game as Kieselhorst on the read option. Handed off to Gregory with a big hole to the second level before being wrapped up and taking a defender with him down to the Longhorns 40. Terrence Thomas, the quarterback for the Longhorns, finally brought him down as Gregory gets down to the 39.
Boy, he knew he was going to get hit after he got in that second layer of that defense. Just bowed his shoulders and rammed it to him and got another 10 yards out of it.
Just like that. Deer Park in Longhorn territory. Hayden Smith lining up in the backfield. Fake the run and now going to take it. Fake the run left and keeps it right. Short gain, not a whole lot there.
Good job there by Spears for the defense for the Longhorns.
Yeah, number 13, the middle linebacker. He will fly all over the place. Easy to spot with that neck roll. You don't see that a whole lot in 2023. It's like a 80s, 90s linebacker neck roll.
Brings up second down and 10.
So no gain on the play for Kieselhorst. Second and 10 at the 39. Thompson in the backfield with him. Stays in the block for Kieselhorst. Now flush from the pocket, rolling right. Keeping his eyes downfield. Pass intended for Panuco, but it goes incomplete. And Deer Park going to have to convert to third down and long to keep this drive going.
Yeah, everything was looking really good there. Then all of a sudden this kind of fizzled out. Got to figure out a way to pick up the first down.
Could be 2 down territory if Coach Flynn wants to get aggressive, depending on what they can do here on third down. Thompson stays in. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Kieselhorst with the hard count. Longhorns stay disciplined. Now Thompson rolls out, looks left, comes back right, setting up a screen for Hayden Smith. Picks up a couple blocks and is knocked forward down to about the 36. So just a short gain. And it does look like the offense is going to stay out there on the field.
Yeah, going to give him about 6 yards to go.
Brings up fourth down and 6 for Deer Park.
Three wideouts to the near side of the field. Fourth down. Deer Park again going for that hard count. King Phillips split out by himself. Stop route goes that way. Pass complete to King Phillips. Looks like he'll have enough for the first down.
Well, I tell you, for just a second, I thought he was going to come back this side of the down marker before he made the catch. He had to fight to get back to the first down, but he did, and he made the first down for Deer Park.
21st catch on the season for King Phillips. Another one that goes for a first down. Team's leading wide receiver in catches and yardage coming into tonight's game. Collects his first one of the night. First and 10 now at the 28. Pistol set with Gregory, the deep back. Deer Park goes heavy along the right side. Play action though. Kieselhorst deep drop, has time, now steps up in the pocket, goes to his left, picks up a good chunk of yards before being brought down after a good gain. Darius Jones, number 27, for the Longhorns, brought him down.
He just really had no place to go. All of his receivers had a defender right on their hip. And they were all going away from him. He would have them all the way back across the field. As well as he's been running, he made the right decision to go ahead and just tuck the ball in and try to get as many yards as he could.
Picks up 6 there on first down. Just outside the red zone, but knocking out the door at the 22. Martinez motions in the backfield, little triple option look. Now the pitch to Martinez. He's got space inside the 20, cuts it inside at about the 15 and followed forward down near the 10. Another first down for Deer Park, should set up first and goal.
Good job using that block that he had set up Danley downfield just to allow him to slip in behind and pick up an extra 3 yards.
It is first and goal just inside the 10. On the rush there by Martinez, and they're going to offset look it in the backfield. Donnelly in there to block. Thompson, the deep back. Hand it to him. Looking for a hole along the right side. Jump cut towards the middle of the field. Thompson lowers his shoulder. He's got the pile moving down near the goal line, but going to be brought down just shy.
Number 8, Terry Thompson will carry up the middle.
Yeah, right now the Deer Park offense is hitting on all cylinders. Going to go a hurry-up offense.
Quickly back, same formation. Back-to-back runs for Thompson. Jumps into the end zone, over the pile for the touchdown.
Number 8, Terry Thompson on the touchdown run for the team.
Thompson with his 5th touchdown run of the season gets Deer Park on the board on their opening drive.
Well, they kind of looked like they kind of fizzled out there for just a second. Had the 3rd and long that they needed to pick up. They did so, and then able to just go ahead and continue driving the ball down the field and get it in the end zone. Good drive for Deer Park.
Hurtado on for the extra point. He's able to knock it through. His So 8:35 left to go in the first quarter. Deer Park eats up some clock and caps it off on the touchdown run as Thompson skies for the touchdown.
Deer Park 7 and Pasadena Dobie 0.
Deer Park goes 10 plays, 75 yards, taking 3:25 off the clock and capping it off with that touchdown run by Thompson.
Well, I'm anxious to see if this defense can pick up where they left off last week with the intensity they've been playing with the entire last 4 ball games. I mean, they've done it all year long so far. I mean, if they can keep that going, it sure does take all that. It takes a lot of pressure off the offense.
And it snowballed quickly for Clearbrook last week. Got behind the chains, and that forced them into passing situations with backup quarterbacks. And it was a disaster for the Wolverines. Kickoff fielded at about the 19. They'll try and go to the far side of the field, breaking through tackles, but going to be brought down shy of the 25. As Andre Jackson brought him down.
He was doing a good job of going east and west, but he needed to go south and north, and he couldn't get turned around.
Jackson, starting corner, in there on the coverage team, making the stop.
The Longhorns will operate.
Two teams very familiar with one another. Deer Park with a lopsided winning percentage over the Longhorns over the last 20 years or so. 11-4 versus Dobie since 2004. They go on the ground on the first play for Dobie.
And
short gain.
number 2, Cameron Matthews.
And Cameron Matthews. And how Matthews goes is going to be really going to determine how well the Longhorns go.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, it looks like right there off that first play, they're going to try to get on these outside edges of this Deer Park defense. Doesn't look like they're going to try to attack probably the middle, at least to get started with.
Cameron Matthews, he can make something out of nothing. He will make sure that you're disciplined in angles and tackling. But Huerta going to put it in the air for Matthews on the first pass play, but Batista there in coverage, not allowing the yards after catch, and Dobie already looking at a 3rd down and 6. Matthews, unanimous first team all-district as a sophomore last year, had close to 1,500 yards all-purpose-wise. Over 1,000 yards on the ground. And an option out of the backfield, as we've already seen. So Huerta now, 3rd down and 6. Deer Park trying to force a 3 and out. Huerta going to roll to his left. Pass is going to be complete up ahead to the 35. Big hit put on by Batista. That'll be enough for a Dobie first down. Gabriel Smiley, the fullback, hauled that one in.
Yeah, he got just about 2 yards past the down marker and was able to pick up the first down. Good catch. And as you said, he took a big lick.
You don't see too many fullbacks take a shot like that.
You don't, that's what I was thinking. He's normally given that shot.
New set of downs for Dobie at their own 36. Empty backfield look for Huerta. Now Matthews in motion. Give it to him as Matthews going to try and turn the corner. Lowers his shoulder. Good blocks along the edge. But just a short gain on the play.
Cameron Matthews on the carry. He's stopped by Ethan Chavez.
Chavez coming in from that cornerback spot. Making the stop after a 3-yard rush by Matthews.
You know, I mentioned just a second ago, it's just going to be curious to me. They're going on that outside edge. When will they try to attack that center part of that Deer Park defense?
2nd down at 7. Going to go pass play here. Huerta again buying time with his feet. Still looking downfield, but he's going to take it himself and up ahead to about the 45.
Quarterback number 16, Juan Huerta, on the quarterback sweep.
Huerta with just 3 rushes coming in on the season
Adam White
for just 6 yards. Picked up that and then some on that play.
Brings up
3rd down and a yard. And before that, Dobie going to think about it just a little bit.
Dobie, that's their first time out of the half.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Community First
Park
DR.
won this matchup last season, 35-21.
Status quo of emergency
Trying to
health
keep
care,
that winning streak against the Longhorns
commitment,
going. Dobie's
and
last win over Deer Park came in 2020, that COVID year. Longhorns actually had an undefeated regular season that year. Went 9-0 in the regular season, including that win over Deer Park.
First DR. Your community, your health, you first. Community First DR, proud sponsor of Deer Park Athletics.
Just over 6 minutes to go in this first quarter. Dobie trying to pick up another first down. Matthews in there, shifting to where it is right. Deer Park shows blitz. They come with it. Pitch to Matthews. He's upended in the backfield. Submarine looked like Batista coming in, but I think Sanders might have been offside.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're going to get offside call. Oh, they're waving off the flag.
Wow. So that makes that tackle by Batista even bigger. That'll bring up a fourth down as Matthews was cut down for about a yard loss.
For Dobie.
Longhorns thinking about it.
Nah, they're going to have to. They know they're going to have to punt here. They just cannot afford to give Deer Park that good a field position.
So a huge play in the backfield made by the captain Batista coming in and cutting out Matthews' legs for a 1 yard loss, and going to force a Dobie punt here. Hayden Smith back deep at his own 20, waiting on the punt. Deer Park nearly got there, but a high short kick. Hayden Smith waving everybody off, and that made contact with somebody.
Yeah.
Hayden Smith going to wisely jump on it inside the 20, though. He wasn't sure who it hit.
I honestly think it hit a Longhorn, but oh, they said he hit Deer Park.
Smith. First down at 10, Deer Park.
I thought it hit, caught a shoulder pad of a Longhorn, but
yeah.
Credit Union. Shell FCU has established a loyal and steadfast commitment to the Deer Park community. Experience making it better at Shell FCU. Proud
Dobie, they were able to pick up
Deer
one first
Park
down, but
Athletics.
then having to punt it away, going to give the ball back to Deer Park, who just drove 75 yards, and that's what they're looking at here, as this ball going to be at the 25-yard line. Little play action. No. Quarterback keeper by Kieselhorst. Little QB draw. I don't know if that was by design or not, but it goes for 8.
I think he honestly wanted to try to throw that. He looked and didn't have a receiver, and he tucked it and ran.
That was a quick decision.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was a very, here we go again. It was a really quick decision. Right there. Whoa.
Nothing there. Says, all right, I got it.
Maybe he said, maybe in his mind he knew he was going to run it. He just said, I'm going to make it look like that.
That's right. Kieselhorst, the team's leading rusher coming into tonight's game. Second down and 1. Once again, little option look. RPO now. This pass complete to Hayden Smith with blocks, and he makes a cut at midfield. Hayden Smith turning on the Jets inside the 30, inside the 20, staying on his feet all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hayden Smith.
Well, I tell you what, you thought for just a second that the Longhorns had the angle on him and were going to be able to bring him down. He found another gear and was able to take it to the house. Great run right there by Hayden Smith. Woo, that one was exciting.
You like that one if you're a quarterback. You get all that yardage when you threw about a 5-yard pass.
Here we go. Here's the replay.
And great blocks downfield.
Right here.
Sedall putting on a great block, but here, like you said, Jalen Broussard, the quarterback, had a chance to bring him down. He wasn't able to do it.
Our new score was 4:50 left in the first quarter. Deer Park 14 and Dobie 0.
Hayden Smith goes 66 yards. And Deer Park now leading 14-0.
Man, if you're Dobie, this is the thing that you feared the most, was the fact that the first 2 possessions for Deer Park, they have scored, and the best you were able to do on your first possession was punt. So right now, this possession is really, really big early in this ball game for Dobie. They've got to try to figure out somehow to get that ball in the end zone, or at least get a field goal, get some points on the board.
Kieselhorst now with his 5th touchdown through the air on the year. Hayden Smith, his 3rd touchdown catch. back-to-back weeks for with a touchdown for Hayden Smith.
Back deep to receive for the Longhorns, number 19, Marcus Jones. Kicking off for the Deer, number 17, Xavier Hurtado.
4:50 left to go in the first. Deer Park jumping out to a 14-point advantage. Scoring on their opening drives. High, short kick, no fair catch made, but a big hit put on. Dobie going to maintain possession of it, though. They're going to start this drive at their own 40.
I don't know how he held on to that. He took that one right under the chin.
Ari Taylor makes the
wideout, was the one underneath it. Says, I'm not used to having to field kickoffs.
First down at 10, Dobie from their own 40-yard line.
See what the Longhorns can do with some great starting field position to try and keep pace with this Deer Park offense now. Matthews in the backfield. Huerta takes the snap, hands it off to Matthews. Met in the middle of the field, but he's spinning off tacklers and picking up the first down before Chavez brought him down at the Deer Park 43, and that is what Matthews can do for this Dobie offense.
Well, there it was right there. I've said it. They finally went right up the middle on this Deer Park defense, and very productive for Dobie.
Matthews averaging over 130 yards per game coming into tonight as they go back on the ground once again on a little jet sweep and another first down run. This time
Goes to number 3, Ethan Wynn.
Ethan Wynn, number 3, the wide out. A little jet sweep picks up another Dobie first down. Longhorns going to go with some tempo. I feel like they've got the Deer Park defense on their heels a little bit.
Yeah, they've got some momentum going on their side right now, and they needed that.
Huerta now going to go under center. Hand it to Matthews, looking for a crease along the right side, just able to fall forward.
Matthews on the carry.
Jumps down to the 27. Picks up about 5 there on first down.
Sean Williams. Pick up a 5, brings up second down at 5.
Ball at the Deer Park 27. Shotgun formation, empty backfield look. I'm going to motion in. Matthews on the carry, bounces off the first tackle and takes another big shot, this time down about the 25. Just a short gain there by Matthews on second down.
See what Andre Jackson there for Deer Park. He came in there and
no gain, brings up third down.
He gives up probably about 30 pounds, but he laid a big hit to slow him down right then. Here it comes.
Fighting off the block, lowering the shoulder, able to bring down Matthews. Third down at 4. People say cornerbacks can't tackle.
Who said that, huh?
Third down and 4. Huerta, shotgun, going to throw. Looking right, has a man open along the far side. Now cuts back towards the middle of the field and picks up a Dobie first down, rather, as Cameron Matthews hauling in the reception.
Of course, he didn't realize it, but man, if he'd have spun that thing to the outside and gone to the sideline, he had some open field in front of him that he would have been able to get some big yardage.
Good enough for another Dobie first down at the Deer Park 18, under 3 to go, first quarter. Dobie on their second drive tonight.
And right now, everything going Dobie's way.
Trying to keep the momentum going, first and 10. Huerta fakes the give. Now keeper by Huerta himself, and he's going to stride into the end zone. Dobie on the board.
Number 16, quarterback.
Well, if you're a Dobie fan, that was a very, very important drive for you, already giving up 2 touchdowns to Deer Park, and so that offense had to do something, and they did. They did it pretty much with ease driving down the field on that possession.
Throwing it on the ground. Extra point by Campero is good, and it's a 14-7 game with 2:27 to go here in the first quarter.
Deer Park 14 and Pasadena Dobie.
Huerta on the 18-yard touchdown run. Longhorns back in it. Dobie now 80 yards of offense, 64 on the ground, but the passes that they've completed, they've been timely, they've been effective to just do enough to keep the Deer Park defense honest in that passing game.
Exactly, and then with the way they're running the ball, just able to just pick up big chunks of yardage. I mean, back-to-back first downs on their first 2 runs.
And it is obviously a run-heavy offense. In the Clearbrook game, it was 70% run to just 30% passing against the Wolverines. Their season high in passing yards on the year, 60 against Grand Oak. 44 yards passing against Clearbrook, 60 against Grand Oak, 0 in the loss against Dickinson, and just 30 in that blowout loss to Lamar last week. Campero with the wind at his back. Going to boot it away. Another deep drive. And Martinez from his own 3. Looking for somewhere to go. Now starts right. And he is swarmed and brought down. 4 white jerseys there to stop him shy of the 20.
Tackle by number 84, Amari Taylor.
And Amari Taylor, who just had that kickoff return, or reception rather, doing the tackling there for the Longhorns on the kickoff coverage unit.
I looked down there on the field, and there were scuffles going on every block, it looked like.
No flags, though. That's
no flags.
thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
First down at 10, Deer Park from their own 18-yard line.
So Deer Park can try and go 3 for 3 on scoring drives as they open up their 3rd drive of the night. 3 in the backfield along with Kieselhorst. Goes up the sideline. Hayden Smith having a slide.
Did he get that?
Might have stepped out of bounds as the official
intended for
had his hat thrown. They're going to wave it off incomplete.
Honestly, as he was sliding, I thought he reached back and got his arm underneath that. If he hadn't, that was really close.
Illegal touching against the offense. Incomplete pass, 2nd down.
Hayden Smith, first one to touch it after going out of bounds. 2nd down and 10 to go for Deer Park.
Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Gregory in the backfield with Kieselhorst. Martinez in motion. And another little RPO. Kieselhorst with running room. Now going to throw backwards to Martinez.
I don't think Martinez was really ready for that. He knew it was a possibility, but I think he was waiting for the pitch, and he got the toss.
A little bit of a toss.
Down at 3.
Goes backwards, but Deer Park able to get a good chunk of yardage and make it a manageable 3rd down. And the senior captain Thompson going to come in and line up in the backfield here on 3rd down. Ball at the 25. Now motion Phillips across, and he's going to get the call and jet sweep. No, keeper by Kieselhorst and up the middle. Picking up another Deer Park 1st down up to the 29.
Up the middle. Gary Kelly makes a stop for the Longhorns. But the game's
So the first 4 games, it was back and forth with Kieselhorst and McAdams, pretty much alternating drives, but this will be the 3rd straight drive for Kieselhorst here tonight. Thompson going to get a breather. And Hayden Smith will line up in the backfield here on 1st down and 10. Donnelly, the tight end, in motion there. Quick throw. Far side of the field. Pass caught by King Phillips.
Pass is complete to number 7, King Phillips.
Short gain, though. A pick up a 4. Up ahead to the 33. 2nd catch tonight
for the Longhorns.
for King Phillips.
Kind of watching Kieselhorst a little bit. Looks like he's limping just a second. On that last run he had, he kind of landed awkwardly. And he's not... He's kind of ginger on that. Looks like maybe on his right ankle.
Something to keep an eye on here. Late in the 1st quarter. 20 seconds and counting. 2nd down and 6 from the 33. Kieselhorst takes the snap. And this time going to hand it off to Gregory. Jump cut and falling forward. Up ahead to the 40 for another Deer Park 1st down.
Derek Kelly makes a stop for the Longhorns. But the pickup set up for a
10 seconds to go before the change of the quarter.
And Deer Park going to let that one be the final play of the 1st quarter. So after the first 12 minutes, Deer Park
14 and
ahead of Dobie here tonight, 14-7. As we wrap up the 1st quarter, back with more here from Hampshire Stadium. You're watching Deer Park football on the Deer Network.
The Deer Park Education Foundation Board of Directors is pleased to present a check to DPISD for the Teacher Grant Program in the amount of $278,988 for the 2023-24 school year. These funds support numerous field trips, guest speakers, technology projects, student organizations, classroom supplies, and much more that enhances the educational experience for all students of the district. We wish to thank the directors, volunteers, and community for supporting our schools.
Back here at Abshire Stadium, getting ready for the start of the second quarter. Deer Park with it. First down and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Coming off that first down run a few moments ago by Gregory. Horse going to put it in the air. Loads up, slings downfield.
There's got to be there it is.
And that's going to draw the flag as he was just shoved out of bounds. Like Jonathan Willis, the one in one-on-one coverage with Phillips.
There's no flag for defensive pass interference. The ball was uncatchable.
Going to rule it uncatchable. And maybe just with how far it sailed out of bounds, ruled uncatchable. Second down and 10. Horse. They're going to go right back to it. This time for Hayden Smith. This one's catchable, and once again going to draw a flag.
Interference.
Horse is intended for Hayden Smith.
And once again, Willis going to be flagged on this one. They go right back.
Hey, that was
pass interference. Defense, number 12. 15 yards from their previous spot. Automatic. First down.
Jonathan Willis, I don't think he was expecting.
No, he wasn't.
That was the last thing on his mind, was another deep ball coming his way on one-on-one coverage. But pass interference, that'll push the ball into Longhorn territory.
After enforcement of the penalty, first down at 10 Deer Park. From the 45-yard line.
Three split out to the bottom of your screen. King Phillips, and whistles come in. And
timeout for Dobie, I think.
Yeah, Dobie didn't like the looks of things as Deer Park had offensive linemen split out, probably trying to set up a screen for Phillips. But Longhorns now down to just one timeout for the final 11:49 of this first half.
Well, it got a little momentum sitting over on the Dobie side after they drove the field and got that touchdown. So now Deer Park wanting to take that back and get back in full control of this ball game.
Deer Park averaging over 9 yards per play here in the early going. 18 plays, 163 yards of total offense already. All right, so Deer Park has gone over the 40-point mark every ball game so far this year. Do they do it again tonight, Mr. Culp?
Let me answer after this drive. How's that sound? Is that
No,
fair?
no.
Okay. Yes, they do.
Okay.
I really think
All right.
so.
Make a note.
Because I think we're going to score here, so that'll give us 21. Yeah, I think we go over 40. Make it hard on me.
First and 10 at the 45. Kieselhorst stays in. Little wheel route. Hayden Smith out of the backfield. Stops. And takes it down inside the 40. About a 7 or 8 yard gain.
Number 20, Jalen Broussard on the tackle.
He dropped so far back in the pocket on that pass. It looked like that play had gone 20 yards.
It did. It was a long throw for just a pickup of 7, but does keep Deer Park on schedule here. Second down and 3 at the Longhorns 38 now. Jalen Broussard in on the stop there on Hayden Smith last play, and now 3 wide receivers tight to the line, shift over towards the far side. And now Hayden Smith in motion. Once again, little RPO. Kieselhorst going to take it himself. Picks up a first down inside the 30. Takes a big hit at the tail end of it, but another first down run by the quarterback.
Kelly makes a stop for the Longhorns, but the gain's enough for a Deer Park first down.
Kelly having to come in from the safety position for Dobie to bring down Kieselhorst. Kelly, a returning starter from a year ago. First team all-district selection. Walk down Kieselhorst there. First down and 10 now at the 27. Thompson stays in the block. Kieselhorst quickly gets rid of it. Far side of the field. Pass complete to Hayden Smith, who breaks the tackle but falls forward and out of bounds.
That was a nice ball right there thrown by Kieselhorst.
Terrence Thomas makes the stop for the Longhorns.
Long throw by Kieselhorst, but it was on the money. Found Hayden Smith right as he was breaking that route. As Hayden Smith was matched up one-on-one against Terrence Thomas along that far sideline. And looks like Reed Millette going to check in for the first time on the offensive side of things. Deer Park going to load up the backfield here on first down and 10. Hand it off. Thompson trying to find somewhere to go. Up the gut. Not a whole lot there.
Yeah, that one didn't work as well as it was drawn up on the chalkboard.
Looks like might have lost a half yard or so.
The carry for the Deer. Loss of one on the play brings that second down at 11.
Second down and 11. Jet sweep, hand it off. Hayden Smith trying to turn the corner, stops at the 15.
That was
going to be bumped down.
Goes to number 1, Hayden Smith.
Just inside the 15 as they're going to mark it at the 14. So just a short gain there on the jet sweep.
That was close to being a hit out of bounds, but they didn't call it out. They said he was just standing inside. But
brings up third down and 8 for Deer Park.
Deer Park 1 for 2 on third downs tonight. Trying to pick one. Oh, all kinds of confusion in the backfield. Now they're going to empty it out. Gregory going to be in the slot far side. Kieselhorst going to take it up the middle. Big hole, and Kieselhorst down inside the 5. Another first down run by the quarterback. And the defensive coaches in the box next to us frustrated, to say the least.
Yeah, they are.
Michael Williams.
Of course, they got a little help by that umpire right there. He was just standing. He couldn't move very much and forced Kieselhorst to go back to his left.
Down and goal to go for the Deer.
All going to be spotted at the Longhorn 4 as Millette comes back on. This time Wildcat look. Motion Gregory, fake the give. Millette up the middle on the left side, and Millette finds the end zone for the third time this year.
Senior captain number 14,
You know,
Reed Millette, on the touchdown.
It's just
carry
funny
for
the number
Deer.
of times that he's done that. We know, you know what's going to happen, and he is just so efficient.
Number
15 yards rushing on the season, but 3 touchdowns. Hurtado on for the extra point, and the lefty able to boot it through.
And the extra point.
And a good response there by the Deer Park offense.
Score with 8:46
Yeah, it was.
left in the
Deer Park
second
offense
quarter.
needed to
Deer Park
get that-
1, and Pasadena Dobie
Get that
7.
touchdown back that we gave up to Dobie. And just a
Job by
good
the
drive.
offensive line to clear space. And the senior captain for Deer Park finds the end zone with 8:46 to go in the first half, and Deer Park back up by 2 touchdowns.
See, now they're going to have to, defense is going to have to score a touchdown tonight to make up for the one they gave up. That's the way you do it.
Deer Park goes 13 plays, 82 yards. Over 5.5 minutes taken off the clock there.
Xavier Hurtado kicking off for the Deer. Number 12, Jonathan Willis back deep to receive for the Longhorns.
Hurtado's got the ball on the tee, ready to boot this one away. Last time Deer Park went short with it. Instead, kind of a chip shot. Fielded at the 23. Straight ahead goes Hodges, makes a jump cut and takes it up ahead to about the 30-yard line or so.
DeMarcus Hodges takes the kickoff return for the Longhorns. Adam White makes the stop for the Deer. First down at 10, Dobie.
Longhorns once again going to try and keep pace, starting this drive at their own 33. Where to empty backfield look to start, but now Matthews will motion in. Give it to him with a hole along the left side. Breaks through one tackle, lowers his shoulder into contact, and about 5 or 6 New jerseys finally converge, and some contact at the tail end of it as Jackson hit the floor.
Made by Reed Millett.
No flag though. Just a
Brings up second down and 6.
3-yard pickup or so there on first down. Quick little throw, and he skipped it into his wide receiver. That's going to be incomplete unless it went backwards. It did not, so incomplete on the pass intended for Wynn.
He's lucky because he was going to lose a yard by that. So
Yeah, that Deer Park defensive pursuit was right there as Wynn hauled it in. And the officials actually talking about it here a little bit to see if maybe that ball did go backwards.
here we go.
Incomplete pass.
There you have it.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Brings up third down and
And
6.
either way, Longhorns looking at a third down, trying to avoid a quick 3 and out. Where they're going to go under center. Fakes the give to Matthews. Now rolls to his right. Under pressure. Going to be brought down or bumped out as he got rid of it, but also a flag thrown back in the backfield is.
Yeah, I think it's going to be holding on the
Ball out of
Longhorns.
bounds. Flags on the play.
We had the pressure on. Here we go.
Holding. Offense, number 77. That penalty is declined.
So with Huerta having nowhere to go with it, they just threw it out of bounds. Deer Park going to decline that holding penalty.
Declines the holding call against the Longhorns.
Great job by the
Brings up
defense.
Fourth down and 6.
3 and out.
Yeah, that's what they needed after, that last time they were out there on the field and they gave up the drive there. They needed a good outing, and they got it right there and forcing the Longhorns to punt right here.
Aiden Smith back deep to receive the punt. Averaging just under 7 yards per return. Deer Park once again
that was
bringing
close.
pressure, nearly got there. Takes a Dobie roll inside the 30 and still going to go inside the 25 before Willis
The punt
downs
from
it at the
Caparo.
24-yard line.
12, Jonathan Willis.
I think Talib for Longhorns may have been better served to let that ball roll a little bit more. He picked it up a little early, I think, but I'll take it. Thank you very much.
First down at 10,
27 to go.
24-yard line.
Here in the first half, and Deer Park, their offense is clicking. Already over 200 yards of offense tonight. They can add to it here with a lengthy drive. Offset look in the backfield. They'll keep it on the ground. Gregory slicing his way through the middle of the field. Short gain, though. It's just not a whole lot there as Spears there in the middle to greet him in the hole.
Isaiah Gregory on the carry. Butter Stacy makes the stop for Dobie.
Deer Park shifting out some offensive linemen.
Gain of 1 brings up second down and 9.
Gregory stays in here. Ball at the Deer Park 25. Martinez in motion. Handed off to Gregory. Bounce along the left side. And once again, going to be swarmed and gang tackled after
Handoff goes to Gregory.
modest gain up ahead to the 29.
He's tackled by number 9, Michael Williams.
Williams for the Longhorns in on the stop there. Third down and 5, and Deer Park, once again, they're going to try and avoid their first 3 and out of the night. Four wide out set. Thompson in the backfield. Clock running as we approach the halfway point of this second quarter. Thompson stays in the block. Kieselhorst, slant route, pass complete to Hayden Smith. Upended, but he's going to pick up a first down up ahead to the 38-yard line.
He's knocked down by number 1.
I tell you what, that Hayden Smith, I guarantee you on Saturday morning he's loving that whirlpool. he takes a beating out here. he goes 110% all the time.
Pickup of 9 there. New set of downs for Deer Park at their own 38. Hayden Smith going to line up wide, far side of the field. Kieselhorst loads up, goes that way. Deep ball for Hayden Smith. Just overthrew him.
Kieselhorst pass intended for Hayden Smith.
Yeah, he got it behind him. He overthrew him and had it behind him. That was the thing. Hayden couldn't adjust to it. It was
brings up second down.
Ball was just too deep for at that point for him to make the adjustment.
Thomas in coverage for the Longhorns there.
Yeah, I was going to say, also to consider the fact that he had that defender right on his hip.
Deer Park took a shot there on first down, 2nd and 10. 2 in the backfield with Kieselhorst here. Little triple option look. Fighting through initial contact. No, he's going to be swarmed and taken down back near the 30.
He wanted to try to pitch it for just a second. I think he probably made the wise decision not to make a bad pitch and then have the ball bouncing around out there, so he had to take the sack.
Brings up 3rd down and long.
Mike could have gotten the pitch off, but
defensive end Roderick Drumgo for the Longhorns blowing that play up. Got a hold of Kieselhorst and would not let go. Big loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 16 to go for Deer Park. 6-yard loss on the play. Kieselhorst again, deep drop, trying to set up a screen. And that ball going to be batted in the air and actually got the throw off as he was coming all the way to the near side of the field with that throw, but it goes incomplete.
Something that we haven't seen just a whole lot of, and that's a lot of pressure in those last 2 snaps on our quarterback. And right there on those 2 possessions, the Longhorns were just able to get that pressure they needed. And we're going to force Deer Park in a punting situation for the first time tonight.
Good job by that Longhorn defense. Had the screenplay blown up and before Kieselhorst could even get that one off. So Deer Park going to have to punt it for the first time tonight. Gets away. Good deep punt. Kick. And it will take a Deer Park roll all the way inside the 10 and going to be down. Had a chance on it inside the 5, but it's going to go into the end zone for the touchback.
Had just too much speed on the roll there. We couldn't get in front of it. Thought we were going to be able to down at about the 1, but not able to do so. So
break there for the Longhorns.
Yeah, it was a big break.
So the defense back out, forced a 3 and out last time.
So hey, if you're the Longhorns right now, you're happy with the fact that you've just forced Deer Park to punt, and then you're able to avoid that deep punt. So they've got a little opportunity in front of them.
2 in the backfield. Hodges to where to his left, Matthews to his right. But before that,
Deer Park
going to take their first time out of the half. 4:34 to go. Dobie won the coin toss, elected to defer.
If you're in need of a new bed,
the Longhorns will receive the second half kickoff.
A mattress fundraiser. There are 30+ different styles of beds on display for you to try. The beds are new, brand name, made to order, available in all sizes, and cost less than retail stores. There are also luxury pillows, sheets, and even adjustable power bases. For more information, use the QR code on the screen and support the Deer Park High School Choir.
So following the timeout there taken by Deer Park, 1st and 10. Longhorns with it at their own 20-yard line. Huerta takes the snap, option look, hands off to Matthews along the left side.
Cameron Matthews.
And at the line of scrimmage to take it down for no gain on the play. Landon Sanders coming off the edge there.
Number 91, Braylon Okanola. No gain on the play.
Okinola along the defensive line. No gain on the play. R.C. Sanders had a great game last week. One of those pick sixes. He and Reed Millette. Second down and 10. Now they're going to motion Matthews out of the backfield, look his way, dump it off to him, and let him go to work in the open space. Deer Park comes up, but Matthews breaking through tackles, and he's going to be shoved out up ahead about the 25-yard line.
Man, I tell you what, if you're going to try to tackle him around the ankles, you better go ahead and make sure you get him, because he is not going to slow down. He's going to keep those feet moving, and he is dangerous in the open field.
Matthews gets the Longhorns back to a manageable third down.
Third down and 4.
Could have been brought down at the line of scrimmage, if not for a loss, but he picks up about 6 or 7 there out of the backfield. Ball at the 26-yard line, third down. Huerta looks left, thought about it, double pumps, and goes to the slant route anyway, but broke it up. Great coverage there by Deer Park. Jackson in coverage for the Deer. That'll force a fourth down on Dobie.
Yeah, that was great coverage, and this is what Deer Park needed right here, was to go ahead and get that, force these Longhorns to punt the football.
And Huerta, pretty fortunate. Anytime you're double pumping on a short drop like that and still let it go, usually can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Hayden Smith back at his own 45, waiting on the punt. Deer Park, they've gotten close a couple of times tonight with pressure. And again, close. Hayden Smith, fair catch, going to be made at the 48.
Fair catch taken by number 1, Hayden Smith. First down,
and it's not just one or two players getting back there. It's about 3 or 4 maroon jerseys getting close.
Yeah, it's going to. If they just keep that up, they're extremely likely to be able to get a hand on it.
It does feel like they could get one tonight at some point, but the way that punt return team is barreling down.
50-yard line.
Deer Park actually going to start this drive right at midfield as McAdams comes in for the first time tonight. Going to lead this drive here late in the first half. Little shovel pitch complete to Thompson, who fights hard for about a 7-yard gain down to the 43.
I tell you what, if you're Coach Flynn, it sure is nice to be able to know that, hey, we can just go to another quarterback and not really lose a whole lot. I mean, it's either way. Like you said earlier, these guys all season long have just basically been splitting time.
McAdams with his first drive tonight and his first completion there with the little shovel pass. Thompson picks up 7. Martinez in motion. Hand it off to Gregory up the middle. Met at the line, bounces off of it, and gets near the first down line on the second effort.
Yeah, I think he's going to pick that up. Strictly on second effort right there. He was behind the initial contact. They stopped him, but he pushed one more time and was able to pick it up.
Kelly for the Longhorns from the safety spot coming down and making the tackle there on Gregory, but not before he picks up another Deer Park first down. Clock running as we approach 2.5 to go. Deer Park with 2 timeouts in their pocket. Once again, Martinez in motion. Keeper by McAdams along the right side. Shuffles his way down to the 37.
McAdams saying, let me show you what I can do with the run, picking up some yards there.
And Jared and I were talking about that last week in the Clearbrook game. It just seems like these quarterbacks, they see what one does on with their feet, and all the other quarterbacks try and match it. McAdams did it. Saw Erdman do it in the Beaumont-Westbrook game and last week against Clearbrook. And it just feels like if you're a running back, you just don't get as many carries as the quarterbacks do. Second down at 7.
Those guys are like, hey, wait a minute, we're back here for a purpose.
McAdams going to put it in the air here. Loads up, goes deep downfield. King Phillips with a step. Jump ball! Amazing grab! King Phillips down inside the 5 in double coverage.
What a catch. Oh, my word. I tell you, he is not afraid. Here comes the replay. He is not afraid to go up for a football. Watch this here.
Quarterback Jacob McAdams to number 7, King Phillips.
Wow.
Enough for a Deer Park first.
What a grab.
Goal to go.
King Phillips has Deer Park once again knocking on the door, 1st and goal from the 2.
Put wings on the King right there. I'm telling you, he was up there way getting that ball.
Phillips going to be split out far side of the field, but they're going to keep it on the ground. Thompson extending, and no signal yet. I think they're going to mark him down just shy.
Number 8.
Initially thought Thompson had gotten there. They're going to rule him down.
Brings up 2nd down and an inch to go.
You're going to get another look at it. As Thompson just kept those feet moving, and it is close. Under a minute to go. Play clock at 10, so Deer Park could burn some more game clock off of here, and I think that's what Coach Flynn is going to do. He's right down there in the official's ear, ready to call a timeout. That's what he does. Second charge timeout.
Deer Park. That's their 2nd timeout of the half.
Stops the clock with 38 seconds left in the half.
Timeout, Deer Park.
King Phillips, 3 catches for 47 yards tonight, but none more spectacular than that last one.
Can you add the 5 yards that he went straight up in the air to go get that one? My goodness, that was a great catch. That was fun to watch. Well, and that's the thing about him. He is not afraid, as I said, to go get the football. If the ball's high, he will leave his feet in a minute and try to go up there and get it and catch the ball at the highest point. And he's fun to watch.
Yeah, more times than not, likely going to come down with it.
That's
saw
right.
it a lot last year. Boy, just want to highlight that young man over the last couple of years as you're going to get one more look at it. Splitting 2 defenders and going up and making that catch.
That's awesome.
Once again, Thompson going to be the deep back. Millette in there, along with Luke Webb, shifting towards the right, and before...
Oh, they called their final timeout.
Timeout.
2nd and goal. They saw the package
Dobie.
that Deer Park had in
That's
there.
their last timeout of the half.
Final Longhorn timeout.
The Longhorns take their final timeout of the half.
I know the main goal is to just get in the end zone any way you can, but I really want just a slant route or something. Let King Phillips finish off that drive.
He deserves it, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Oh, he deserves it.
Or heck, just try a fade route towards the corner.
Just give him the
Let him go
touchdown.
jump and grab, get another one.
Oh. Man, I said it earlier, what a night for football. It's just had a football kind of feel, and looking out. I always love our view here, looking out across the Ship Channel and Deer Park. I know Mayor Jerry Mouton's listening in tonight, so we want to give him a shout out tonight.
Deer Park with a 21-7 lead. They got the scoring started on a 1-yard touchdown run by Thompson. See if Thompson gets the call here on 2nd and goal. They go back on the ground. Thompson again leaping into the end zone. Looking a whole lot like the first one. Thompson punches it in, and Deer Park extends their lead.
On the touchdown run for Deer Park.
Now we got all that useless stuff going on over there.
And penalty flags come in at the end of it.
Flags on the field after the play.
Can somebody get a tape measure and try to figure out how many yardage we've got in the air tonight? Because we got a lot. We're going 3 or 4 yards in the air 3 or 4 different times tonight. Watch this. Up and over.
Senior captain Terry Thompson goes, well, it was so effective on the first one. Might as well give it a shot here again. Leaping up over the pile, finding the end zone. Thompson with his 2nd touchdown run tonight.
There are 2 fouls on the play by both teams. After the play, personal foul against the offense. Number 74, personal foul. Unnecessary roughness against the defense. Number 10, those penalties offset. We have a touchdown.
So in other words, both guys got timeout.
Pretty much.
and told to behave themselves.
Number 15, Keaton Erdman on the hold. Number 17, Xavier Hurtado to attempt the point after.
Hurtado going to come on. They're going to try and give Deer Park a 21-point advantage here late in the first half. Good snap. Erdman gets it down. And Hurtado splits the uprights. 28-7 now.
The extra point for Hurtado is good. Our new score with 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Deer Park 28 and Pasadena Dobie 7.
Deer Park goes 6 plays, 50 yards, just over 3 minutes taken off the clock. They find the end zone for the 4th time tonight. Park with a 28-7 advantage. First night of district play. Deer Park looking pretty good against one of the top contenders out of 22-6A.
Jared got it rocking out tonight, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Hurtado kicking off for Deer Park.
36 seconds to go in the half. Longhorns with just 1 timeout. But with their kickoff return unit, they've got some pretty decent field position. So depending on what the Longhorns can do here, they might think about trying for the end zone. Starting at the 15, straight ahead. Wrapped up and going to be gang tackled shy of the 30.
Number
Batista
19
in on the stop.
on the kickoff return for the Longhorns. Eagle by
I
Marcus
just
Jones
counted.
for
I
Deer
thought
Park.
Dobie had run out of timeouts, but I guess not. I had them down for 3. I thought they took one early in the.
I think you're right, actually. I thought they saw that Luke Webb and Millette package there down near the goal line. I think that might have been their 3rd.
I thought it was. I've got it marked as 3, but I may.
First down
maybe
at 10, Dobie from their own 29-yard line.
Well, they took their second one early in the second quarter and then burned their final one. So 27 seconds left and no timeouts. They might just try and head to the field house. But you never know with Cameron Matthews back there in the backfield.
He could surprise you at any moment.
They're going to go under center, hand it to Matthews, trying to find somewhere to go along the right side, gets to the second level. Up ahead near the first down marker, I think going to be brought down just shy.
Landon Sanders makes the shoestring tackle.
And no, they're going to give him the first down. So Longhorns quickly back to the line. 16 seconds left as they reset the chains. Once again, misdirection, handed off to Matthews, this time along the left side. And he fights through arm tackles and takes it up ahead to the 45. That will likely be the final play. I don't think Dobie's going to be able to get to the line and spike this.
Nope, they're going to let it go right there.
And a couple of good runs by Matthews there at the back end of the second half, or the first half rather. But the Longhorns going to head to the break and try and find some answers on both sides of the ball. But Deer Park, they're cruising 28-7. They lead it over the Longhorns at halftime. Back with more here from Abshire Stadium. You're watching Deer Park football on the Deer Network.
Shell moved to Deer Park and started operations the next year. This was the beginning of a lifelong partnership. Over the decades, the site and community have grown together and stepped up to the challenge time and again. Today, Shell Chemicals proudly produces the building blocks to transform our modern world. They give us the clothes we wear and the gadgets we enjoy. As our employees give back to the community, products made with chemicals care for us too. They help us see better and improve hygiene. Our site creates jobs and helps bring the community together, while chemical building blocks keep us connected, both virtually, physically, and inside our homes. Chemicals help make our world better, beginning right here in Deer Park, the birthplace of Texas.
Community First DR is open 24/7 with little to no wait time. Our friendly medical team is standing by waiting to provide you concierge-level medical care. Caring for our Deer Park athletes is one of our top priorities. Community First DR is conveniently located on Highway 225 and East Boulevard. Community First DR is committed to putting your health, your community, and you first every day.
Okay, so take this right. Now pull into that parking space. Now put the car in park. Great, thanks so much. It's my lunch break.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Order now at Wingstop in Deer Park, 7730 Spencer Highway.
I'm a proud Deer Park High alum, class of 2002. I grew up with Coach Flynn. We played baseball together. Now, I'm an attorney in Houston, fighting to make our community safer. We've recovered hundreds of millions for injured people, from car wrecks to refinery accidents. Deer Park prepared me for the challenges I face today, and when you need help, I'm prepared to fight for you.
You show great promise. And with a Promise at San Jack Scholarship, you can reach your goals debt-free. Promise is money to help cover the cost of tuition and books at San Jacinto College. It's available to graduating seniors living in the San Jacinto College taxing district, regardless of your GPA or income. Get your credential tuition free. Apply to be a Promise Scholar today. Visit our website for more information.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Community First DR is open 24/7 with little to no wait time. Our friendly medical team is standing by waiting to provide you concierge-level medical care. Caring for our Deer Park athletes is one of our top priorities. Community First DR is conveniently located on Highway 225 and East Boulevard. Community First DR is committed to putting your health, your community, and you first every day.
It's time for personal injury attorney David Garcia to give back to the town he grew up in.
Now open in Deer Park, I'm here to represent you.
This Saturday, while you watch the game, we're watching the grill. Order through the Jersey Mike's app for free Saturday delivery, unless you're gonna miss seeing this. Introducing free Saturday delivery. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
In 1928, Shell moved to Deer Park and started operations the next year. This was the beginning of a lifelong partnership. Over the decades, the site and community have grown together and stepped up to the challenge time and again. Today, Shell Chemicals proudly produces the building blocks to transform our modern world. They give us the clothes we wear and the gadgets we enjoy. As our employees give back to the community, products made with chemicals care for us too. They help us see better and improve hygiene. Our site creates jobs and helps bring the community together, while chemical building blocks keep us connected, both virtually, physically, and inside our homes. Chemicals help make our world better, beginning right here in Deer Park, the birthplace of Texas.
Community First DR is open 24/7 with little to no wait time. Our friendly medical team is standing by waiting to provide you concierge-level medical care. Caring for our Deer Park athletes is one of our top priorities. Community First DR is conveniently located on Highway 225 and East Boulevard. Community First DR is committed to putting your health, your community, and you first, every day.
Okay, so take this right. Now pull into that parking space. Now put the car in park. Great, thanks so much. It's my lunch break.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Order now at Wingstop in Deer Park, 7730 Spencer Highway.
I'm a proud Deer Park High alum, class of 2002. I grew up with Coach Flynn. We played baseball together. Now, I'm an attorney in Houston, fighting to make our community safer. We've recovered hundreds of millions for injured people, from car wrecks to refinery accidents. Deer Park prepared me for the challenges I face today, and when you need help, I'm prepared to fight for you.
You show great promise. And with a Promise at San Jack Scholarship, you can reach your goals debt-free. Promise is money to help cover the cost of tuition and books at San Jacinto College. It's available to graduating seniors living in the San Jacinto College taxing district, regardless of your GPA or income. Get your credential tuition free. Apply to be a Promise Scholar today. Visit our website for more information.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Community First DR is open 24/7 with little to no wait time. Our friendly medical team is standing by waiting to provide you concierge-level medical care. Caring for our Deer Park athletes is one of our top priorities. Community First DR is conveniently located on Highway 225 and East Boulevard. Community First DR is committed to putting your health, your community, and you first, every day.
It's time for personal injury attorney David Garcia to give back to the town he grew up in.
Now open in Deer Park, I'm here to represent you.
This Saturday, while you watch the game, we're watching the grill. Order through the Jersey Mike's app for free Saturday delivery, unless you're going to miss seeing this. Introducing free Saturday delivery. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
In 1928, Shell moved to Deer Park and started operations the next year. This was the beginning of a lifelong partnership. Over the decades, the site and community have grown together and stepped up to the challenge time and again. Today, Shell Chemicals proudly produces the building blocks to transform our modern world. They give us the clothes we wear and the gadgets we enjoy. As our employees give back to the community, products made with chemicals care for us too. They help us see better and improve hygiene. Our site creates jobs and helps bring the community together, while chemical building blocks keep us connected, both virtually, physically, and inside our homes. Chemicals help make our world better, beginning right here in Deer Park, the birthplace of Texas.
Community First DR is open 24/7 with little to no wait time. Our friendly medical team is standing by waiting to provide you concierge-level medical care. Caring for our Deer Park athletes is one of our top priorities. Community First DR is conveniently located on Highway 225 and East Boulevard. Community First DR is committed to putting your health, your community, and you first every day.
Okay, so take this right. Now pull into that parking space. Now put the car in park. Great, thanks so much. It's my lunch break.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Order now at Wingstop in Deer Park, 7730 Spencer Highway.
I'm a proud Deer Park High alum, class of 2002. I grew up with Coach Flynn. We played baseball together. Now, I'm an attorney in Houston, fighting to make our community safer. We've recovered hundreds of millions for injured people, from car wrecks to refinery accidents. Deer Park prepared me for the challenges I face today, and when you need help, I'm prepared to fight for you.
You show great promise. And with a Promise at San Jack Scholarship, you can reach your goals debt-free. Promise is money to help cover the cost of tuition and books at San Jacinto College. It's available to graduating seniors living in the San Jacinto College taxing district, regardless of your GPA or income. Get your credential tuition free. Apply to be a Promise Scholar today. Visit our website for more information.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Community First DR is open 24/7 with little to no wait time. Our friendly medical team is standing by waiting to provide you concierge-level medical care. Caring for our Deer Park athletes is one of our top priorities. Community First DR is conveniently located on Highway 225 and East Boulevard. Community First DR is committed to putting your health, your community, and you first every day.
It's time for personal injury attorney David Garcia to give back to the town he grew up in.
Now open in Deer Park, I'm here to represent you.
This Saturday, while you watch the game, we're watching the grill. Order through the Jersey Mike's app for free Saturday delivery, unless you're going to miss seeing this. Introducing free Saturday delivery. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
In 1928, Shell moved to Deer Park and started operations the next year. This was the beginning of a lifelong partnership. Over the decades, the site and community have grown together and stepped up to the challenge time and again. Today, Shell Chemicals proudly produces the building blocks to transform our modern world. They give us the clothes we wear and the gadgets we enjoy. As our employees give back to the community, products made with chemicals care for us too. They help us see better and improve hygiene. Our site creates jobs and helps bring the community together, while chemical building blocks keep us connected, both virtually, physically, and inside our homes. Chemicals help make our world better, beginning right here in Deer Park, the birthplace of Texas.
Community First DR is open 24/7 with little to no wait time. Our friendly medical team is standing by waiting to provide you concierge-level medical care. Caring for our Deer Park athletes is one of our top priorities. Community First DR is conveniently located on Highway 225 and East Boulevard. Community First DR is committed to putting your health, your community, and you first every day.
Okay, so take this right. Now pull into that parking space. Now put the car in park. Great, thanks so much. It's my lunch break.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Order now at Wingstop in Deer Park, 7730 Spencer Highway.
I'm a proud Deer Park High alum, class of 2002. I grew up with Coach Flynn. We played
Our social officers are Executive Julia Andrews, Executive Brinkley Buffalo, Vice President Carrie Flores, and President Allison Fulton. Deer escorts of the week are Ariel Delta and Maddie Garriaga. Spirit Girl of the week is Maddie Stevenson. Enjoy as the Deer escorts perform a poem routine to What I Like About You. To all many Deer escorts, this one's for you.
Presenting the 2023 Deer Park High School Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of drum major Caitlin De La Rosa, Cody Gonzalez, and Gabriela Paez. Director's Award, Angel Maldonado. Section of the Week, the flag section of the Color Guard. Color Guard Member of the Week, Sincere Fonseca. Outstanding Officer, Ethan DeLeon. Tonight, for your halftime entertainment, the Deer Park Band performs music from their 2023 marching show, Grow Your Gratitude.
why we call it the present.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Deer Park High School Marching Band and Deer Escorts. The band is under the direction of Gary Hebert, Paul Parkin, Alex Flores, and Abby.
Back here at Abshire Stadium. Welcome back. Mason Pratt here alongside Tim Culp. District 22 6A opener for both Deer Park and Dobie tonight. And Deer Park with a comfortable 28-7 lead as we get ready to start this third quarter. And that Deer Park offense, they got things going. They haven't really let their foot off the gas.
No, they haven't. I mean, they, as you said, they took the opening kickoff and drove down and scored, and then they just, like you said, I guess only having to punt the football one time in that opening first half. So hitting on all cylinders offense and really on defense as well.
Hurtado boots it away, taking it to 10 and falling forward up ahead to about the 30. Good return, though.
Number 21, DeMarcus
Hodges
on the return for
the running back for Dobie.
Landon
That's some pretty decent starting field position. Start this drive at their own 30. Longhorns going to try and cut into this 21-point deficit.
Yeah, well, you know how I am about that opening drive of the second half. You can really set a tone for your team, and for Dobie right now, they need to try to drive. They need to drive down and score on this drive to get any kind of chance of getting back into this ball game.
Huerta with an empty backfield look on first down. Matthews in motion, but a keeper by Huerta up the middle, and he meets Luke Webb for the first time tonight. He's dropped for a 1-yard loss.
Huerta on the quarterback keeper.
Luke Webb, he's been quiet just because Dobie has attacked the perimeter so much tonight.
Exactly, and that's the thing. If you're the Deer Park fans, if your defense can come out here and make a statement right now, that would be huge for your team.
Huerta does have the lone Longhorn touchdown. Scored on an 18-yard run back in the first half. Second down and 11. 3 wideouts near side of the field. Huerta looking left, though. Going to go deep. Has a man with a step. Hauls it in stride. And Dobie going to go 69 yards for the touchdown.
And right there's to my point. That is a huge play if you're a Dobie Longhorn fan.
71 yards, rather, as Tariq Spivey got behind the defense. And a perfectly thrown ball by Huerta hit Spivey in stride. And just like that, Longhorns find new life here. Not even a minute gone by in the third quarter. Campero's extra point up and good. It's down to a 2-touchdown game.
Campero is good.
Spivey able to beat the press coverage.
That was as good a thrown ball as you could ask for. Like you said, he hit him right in stride. He never looked back and just right into the end zone. And just like that, the Longhorns cut this thing in half at least and scoring with a score 28-14, Deer Park's favor.
Just the second touchdown throw by Dobie this season. Coming into tonight's game, Huerta was 15 of 28 for just 130 yards and 1 touchdown. The other touchdown going to the man who just caught that one, Tariq Spivey.
So now then, if you're Deer Park offense, you just got to come back here and get that one back. So
and we saw it throughout that first half where they were making just enough plays in the passing game to keep that Deer Park defense honest and really try and stay on schedule with their running game as much as they could. But this time, Longhorns burning Deer Park through the air.
Aiden Smith and Trey Martinez back deep to receive for Deer Park.
Deep kick, and it will be Martinez from inside his own 10, following the block along the right side. Trying to turn the corner, unable to do so, but does get up just past the 21 and actually keeps his feet moving.
Trey Martinez on the return.
Does a good job to fight for a few extra. Brought down to the 24.
Yeah, it was. Picked up that extra 2 yards on the extra effort.
So the offense for Deer Park is going to be hitting the field for the first time in this second half. They put up over 260 yards of offense in that first half. And McAdams going to get his second drive of the night as he's going to start this third quarter. McAdams went 2 for 2 throwing for 42 yards in that first half. Motion in a man, but a delayed handoff for Gregory. He finds a nice little crease and takes it up ahead for a pickup of 7 to the 31.
Yeah, right now if you're Deer Park with this 14-point lead, if you can just keep the ball on the ground and keep the chains moving, that definitely plays in your favor. Might try to give us, go deep every once in a while, but if you can be effective on the ground, why not stay with it?
24 rushes for Deer Park in the first half, going for 123 yards. Gregory now with 46 on the night, the team's leading rusher. Back on the ground, big hole up the middle to the second level and then some. Back-to-back impressive runs by Gregory will move the chains.
Derek Kelly makes the stop for the Longhorns, but the gain on the plays at
8-yard pickup there.
Park first down.
Ball to Deer Park 39. But a designed quarterback keeper up the middle. As McAdams on the design run picks up about 10.
Yeah, he got up a little faster than what I thought he might. He kind of got bent back on that tackle right there, and he kind of landed awkwardly, but he came right back up and ready for the next play.
Pickup of 10 and another Deer Park first down.
So McAdams following the blocks up the middle, picks up another Deer Park first down. Smith lined up in the slot to the near side. Nobody that way. Another little shovel pass. This time for Thompson. Spinning off the first contact and going to be pushed forward. And look at the fight by Thompson. Still going. And he's got close to the first down line.
I tell you what, McAdams waited to the last possible second to do that little shuttle pass right there. I thought he was going to try to bring it on the outside. He looked back and pitched it in there.
Brings up 2nd down and 1.
9-yard reception officially for Thompson on that one.
And then, like you say, what a job by Thompson keeping his legs moving to keep that pile going forward.
And Millett going to come on 2nd and 1. Deer Park quickly to the line, trying to hike it before Dobie can get set. Millett along the right side. Big hole for Millett inside the 30 and taking it down inside the 25.
14, Reed Millett.
I just absolutely love watching him when he gets in there.
Finally brought down whatever find Terrence Thomas.
That might be his longest career run.
First down.
Millett goes for 19. And picking up another Deer Park first down. Ball to Longhorn 23. McAdams stays in, looks, scans the field, goes up the middle, overthrows Hayden Smith, had him wide open.
Pass is incomplete for
Which
McAdams.
is too tall, intended for Smith.
Yeah, and I think it was high anyway, but I also think Hayden got up in the air a little bit too fast. He knew it was going to be high. You watch this replay right here. It looks to me like he jumped a little early before he could get there, and so, but boy, he had him open.
2nd down and 10 from the 23. Phillips matched up one-on-one to the bottom of your screen. McAdams looking that way. Going to go for Phillips in the end zone. Double coverage again. Jump ball incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 17, Phillips. Coverage provided by number 7.
And C.J. Richardson, number 7, coming over the top and helping out in coverage on Phillips there.
3rd down and 10.
Deer Park just like that, now looking at a 3rd and 10. Tight bunch to the line, McAdams. Dobie brings pressure, slings it over the middle of the field. Pass complete to Donnelly, who picks up the first down near the 10. Great job by McAdams to find his tight end with pressure.
Yeah, he had the pressure coming right up the middle, but he had a chance to at least look to see look at his receivers going deep downfield, realize that's not going to work because of the pressure, and dumped it off right over the middle and able to pick up the first down.
That'll set up a 1st and goal. Ball spotted right at the 10. Donnelly picking up 13.
Gain on the play is enough for a first down. 1st down and goal to go.
Millett again along the right side, follows a block from Gregory, lowers his shoulder into contact and takes
quarterback number 14, Reed Millett, on the carry.
Thomas, the corner along that far side.
Got a flag on the far side.
By Terrence
Couldn't
Thomas.
tell.
Flags on the play.
Personal foul. Face mask against the defense.
Wow.
Number 5. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
So Thomas was doing anything and everything to try and bring Millett down. And Millett was heading towards the sideline, but he is going to stay on, and Luke Webb going to come on as well. Saw this package late in the first half.
After enforcement of the penalty, 1st down and goal to go at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal from the 3. Luke Webb and Millett lining up along the right side, so heavy to the right. Gregory, the deep back, goes that way. Spinning off first contact, picks up a couple down just inside
Gregory.
The 2-yard line.
Tackled by a host of Longhorn defenders. 2nd down.
What an offensive package that is. Luke Webb and Millett in there. And not just for a Wildcat. In there to block. Once again, heavy look. This time Webb and Millett lined up to the left side. Gregory up the middle.
Touchdown.
Finds the end zone, and Gregory gets in on the scoring.
Number 4, Isaiah Gregory with the touchdown run.
Gregory with his 5th touchdown run on the season, and Deer Park back up by 20. Can push it back to 21 with the extra point coming up.
And there it is right
the
there.
Point after touchdown.
Splits the uprights. Deer Park
good. Our new score
back
with
on top.
6:12 left in the third quarter. Deer Park 35 and Pasadena Dobie 14.
The lead back up ahead to 21 points as Deer Park goes 11 plays, 76 yards.
Well, good drive there by Deer Park. You know, they had the long 3 and 3rd and 10. Of course, they were in 2-down territory when they were in that situation, but they picked it up, and then the Millette big 19-yard run there to help move the ball down the field a little further, and then face mask penalty at the same time. So,
and almost all that yardage coming on the ground.
Yep.
Of course, even the lone pass play was Thompson on a little shovel pass. Deep shots taken to Hayden Smith and King Phillips, incomplete. But Deer Park doing it on the ground, punishing that Longhorn defense. Taking up nearly 5 minutes off the clock as well.
Yeah, and that is the tough thing if you're a Longhorn you're trying to play catch up, and they run down and eat up so much clock and then score at the same time. It makes it rough.
Kickoff return from the 15. Stops and going to be swarmed down shy of the 25.
That's good coverage.
Julian Thomas.
Number 19, Marcus Jones on the return for the Longhorns. Zamian Oakwood makes the stop for Deer Park.
So just about the halfway point of the third quarter, Deer Park a 34-14 lead.
Haven't had a defensive turnover
First
yet.
down and 10, Longhorns.
We're kind of do something, don't you think?
Okay, I would think. You're trying to talk it into existence.
I'm trying to make it happen.
Huerta takes the snap from the shotgun. Hand it off to Hodges up the middle. Gets up ahead.
Handoff goes to number 21, DeMarcus Hodges.
27. And the Longhorns might have a tough time trying to get back into this one just with the ground game. But we did just see Longhorns with a quick strike ability through the air as well. Dobie going to send 3 wideouts to the far side. Instead, jet sweep for Cameron Matthews, and he's breaking one, picking up the first down. Nearly broke loose, but he's going to be tackled by Adam White up ahead near the 40.
Finally tackled by number 22,
Longhorn first down.
I think the Longhorn. Oh, they got an injury timeout.
Officials timeout for injury.
White and Jackson finally able to bring down Matthews. So Deer Park opening up district play tonight. Going to have their bye week next week, and then going to be taking on Pasadena. And the other district scores, South Houston tonight taking care of those Pasadena Eagles. They were up big 42-0 at halftime. And then last night, Pasadena Memorial rolling through Rayburn. Channel View with an off night tonight, or this week. And it seems like Channel View that they've got a little bit of rebounding to do.
Yeah, they do. They've going to be going with a different quarterback than they've had the last couple of years, and so that's going to be an adjustment for them right there within itself. So they do have some. They're not going to. They doesn't look as though they're going to be the Channel View that we've seen the last year or so. Anyway.
Yeah, Darius Clark James, the district MVP from a year ago, transferring out.
First down at 10.
So after the injury timeout, first and 10 for Dobie at their own 37. Merida looking to throw, steps up, going to go up the seam. Once again, his man has a step, but never saw it. Wynn had a step behind the defense, and he was just unable to locate that ball.
Yeah, he had no idea where it was. If he'd have seen it, he might would have been able to adjust to it, because he had the defensive guys beat.
We're at a 5 for 8 tonight. 93 yards. And also a touchdown through the air and on the ground. Second down at 10. Matthews in motion. Hand it to him along the left side. Trying to get by Millette. Going to be escorted out. Batista there along the sideline. Short gain.
Matthews on the carry.
And some more pushing and shoving.
Forced down by Millette.
Back near the line of scrimmage. No flags, though.
Getting a little chippy out there from time to time.
Brings up third down at 8.
So just a 2-yard gain by Matthews there on the jet sweep. Good pursuit by the Deer Park defense. And now the Longhorns looking at a third down at 8 at the 5-minute mark to go here in the third quarter. Both teams have exchanged a touchdown here in the third. And before we get to it,
they're going to call a timeout.
Longhorns going to take their first.
Yeah, and if you're a Longhorn, you really want to try to, I mean, you always want to score, I get that, but you really want to try to score within this 5 minutes here and score in this quarter, if at all possible.
Yeah, you would think Dobie are just thinking if we can get to the fourth with a 2-possession game, anything can happen.
Exactly.
It is a party in the USA.
Oh, to be in high school again.
Oh, boy.
You know what I know now.
Oh,
it would be different.
So Miley Cyrus getting the fans into it here on a third down and 8, trying to get loud. Make it hard for this Dobie offense trying to convert.
There's a long conversation going over there.
America. I gotta say, I have been impressed with the student section and their signs.
Yeah, they've done a good job
Consistent
this year.
every
yes, they
week.
have. Every week. Every week.
From week 1, now in our third home game. So following the timeout, looks like we're going to get
clock operator.
Explanation.
Please shut off the play clock. I repeat, please shut off the play clock. The play clock will be kept on the field.
Now, that's an interesting request. Why are we doing that?
Now, Coach Flynn, naturally, going to get an explanation. Had no problems with the play clock in the first half.
Yeah.
So after a delayed, extended stoppage of time here, third down and 8. We're going to roll the play clock anyway. Huerta going to try and keep his offense on the field. Rolls to his right, steps up, going to go deep downfield. Pass is going to be caught off on his fingertips. James Spivey. Don't know how he held on to that one.
I don't either.
But going to the ground with a huge reception, and the Longhorns once again knock it on the door
He definitely had some stickum on his fingers. What's
First down
this?
10 Longhorns from their own 24-yard line.
The Deer Park 23. Spivey on the back end of the football.
Spivey with the spider fingers right there. Woo. Uh-oh, here we go.
Kinds of movement. And that'll draw a penalty here. Referees are counting the number of white jerseys out there on the field.
Illegal substitution against the offense. 12 men on the field. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Well, that'll negate a little bit of that 38-yard reception just a few moments ago by James Spivey.
After enforcement of the penalty brings up first down and 15 at the 28-yard line.
So mark off 5, ball pushed back to the 28. This Deer Park defense bending, but hopefully trying not to break. Huerta again, going to dump it off quickly for Matthews, picking up blocks along the left side, lowers his shoulder, bounces off a contact, and Cameron Matthews going to be bumped out, but what an effort after the catch.
Goodness.
Forced out of bounds by
flag thrown back near
flags on the play.
The middle of the field. It's going to be back near the 20. Maybe a hold downfield.
Holding.
There it
offense.
was.
Number 2. 10-yard penalty.
Well, that can't be.
It's first down. Correction, it's number 3.
He hurt you.
I guess so. And Wynn, the one guilty of the hold. And there you saw Cameron Matthews. What an effort. Just that's what he can do. And going forward in district, Cameron Matthews alone will probably keep the Longhorns in a lot of games.
Absolutely. He is so brutal when he runs.
First down and 17 from the 30-yard line.
So ball back at the 30 now following the holding penalty. This time Matthews going to line up in the backfield. But instead, keeper by Huerta stops and pays for it as he takes a shot.
Number 16, Juan Huerta on the quarterback keeper. Tackled by Sean Williams.
Well, they are going with some hurry up here.
Brings up second and 14.
Ball at the 26, trying to go with tempo. Hand it off to Wynn along the jet sweep along the near side.
Handoff goes to Ethan Wynn.
Taken down by Sean Williams, number 20.
Sean Williams makes the tackle once again for the Deer.
So back-to-back plays made by Williams. He'll get a breather.
Brings up third down and 9 for the Longhorns.
Third down and 9. Longhorns 3 for 6 on third downs tonight. Takes a deep drop. And I think Huerta thought he heard a whistle. He stopped momentarily. Now going to have to try and take it himself along the far side. Going to be brought down at the 30.
Quarterback number 16.
Millette took him down.
Yeah, there was something. Either he waited forever. Of course, the other thing was there was absolutely no pressure from Deer Park.
Brings up fourth down at 6.
And you see him kind of stop right here.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. I thought I heard a whistle as well. But they let play roll on. And Huerta doing just a good job to pick up what he did. So Longhorn's going to try a field goal now. Campero coming on. Got a 37-yard field goal from the far hash. Good snap, good hold, and Campero knocks it through.
Number 30, Daniel Campero is good. Our new score with 2:16 left in the third quarter. Deer Park 35, Dobie 17.
Well, an interesting end to that drive, but it does result in Dobie points, and the Longhorns cut it down 35-17. Deer Park now.
Yeah, and right now, if you're Dobie, you'll take any points that you can get any way you can get them, and so they're going to consider that a little bit of a victory.
Well, the big question is, can this defense make enough stops down the stretch? Deer Park averaging 7 yards per play. Deer Park has run 18 more plays.
Other scores
than
throughout the
Dobie.
district.
Wow.
Thursday action. Pasadena Memorial 65. Sam Rayburn 15. At halftime, South Houston 42 and Pasadena 0.
Once again, Martinez and Hayden Smith back, standing at their own 5, waiting on the kick from Campero. He'll be kicking into the wind, which will likely mean that either Smith or Martinez will have a chance. Instead, no. Hayden Smith about 2 yards deep will take a knee.
He's going to tell you, watch this. Goodness gracious.
Goes into the end zone.
He was drilling about 5 yards deep with the wind at his back in the first half.
Yeah.
Deer Park will operate first down.
Going into the wind would at least give Deer Park a chance.
He only went 2 yards deep this time. Wind affected him 3 yards.
Yeah, that's right. Deer Park, after the touchback, going to start this drive at their own 25 as Kieselhorst back out. I believe his first drive of the second half.
Yes, it is.
Low snap. Kind of threw off the timing of this play. And Gregory
Handoff goes to Gregory.
Going to pay for it as he's going to be dropped for a loss.
Tackle made by number 95, Christopher Bellamy.
Kieselhorst 7 of 12 through the air in that first half. 108 yards and 1 touchdown. Also 8 carries for 36 yards. Second down and 11. As Panuco motions over to the left side. Dobie nearly jumped. Got back in time.
I thought for a second Panuco had lifted back up again, but after he went down, but they didn't call it.
Kieselhorst steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be dropped as Spears was spying him all the way.
Yes, he was.
Quarterback number 12, Landon Kieselhorst on the scramble.
And that Dobie defense got burned several times on a play very similar to that in the first half. Coach is making the adjustment at halftime. You know what? We'll just put a spy and not just allow that middle of the field to open up. Good open field tackle there by Spears. They're down and 10. Deer Park trying to not put their defense right back out there, give them a little bit of a breather. They're going to have to convert here on 3rd and long. Kieselhorst again looking for somewhere to run with it, and he's going to eat it, wrapped up by Spears.
Kieselhorst on the
as
quarterback.
well as Drumgo. Nothing doing, just a short run by Kieselhorst, and Deer Park going to punt for the second time tonight.
Stop for the Longhorns. Brings up 4th down.
Well, now then again, you know, if you're a Longhorn, you've got the field goal. Now you force Deer Park to punt, and you did all of it. You still got the entire 4th quarter in front of you with 16 seconds to go. So, couple of moral victories for the Longhorns at the least.
C.J. Richardson back waiting on the punt. Another booming punt here. Richardson going to let this one roll in, and once again takes a Deer Park roll inside the 20 and going to be down at the 15.
That's a great punt.
The punt from Hurtado.
Hurtado's first punt went 68 yards.
By Joshua Martinez. Correction down at the 15.
This one goes 57.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
The Longhorns going to have a long field to drive as we open up the 4th in just a few moments. Hurtado showing off the leg. But after 3, Deer Park with a 35-17 lead. We head to the final 12 here from Hampshire Stadium for Deer Park football after this.
Treasurer Luvia Torres. Public Relations Elia Garrett. Senior Representative Alessandra Pacheco. The Junior Representative Joshua Durbin. Sophomore Representative Isabella Solis. Senior Class Representative Araceli Villasenor. Junior Class Representative Jane Willis. Sophomore Class Representative Jalacia Davis. Community Service Committee Chair, Alexandra Reynoso. Fundraising Committee Chair, Lisette Villarreal. Pride and Patriotism Committee Chair, Kawanda Masamba. Dash Committee Chair, Ava Richardson. And Energy and Environment Chair, Sebastian Zayed. Let's give these fine students a round of applause.
So back here for the final 12 minutes, Deer Park with a 35-17 lead. Little reverse, Wynn loads up, going to go for the trick play, deep downfield, caught in stride, and one play. Dobie right back in it. They go 85 yards on the first play of the fourth quarter. Spivey again finds the end zone, this time on a long trick play.
Well, again, they've just been knocking on the door. They have, man, the big plays have been on their side all night long. And what a job right here with the trick play. And he is wide open, in stride. Nobody close. And Dobie has new life in this ball game.
Spivey, 85-yard reception there.
The extra point is
He's got 2 catches, 2 touchdowns, and 156 yards.
And Dobie 24.
The reverse pass, and Tariq Spivey gets the Longhorns back in it. It's a 2-possession game. Just 11 seconds gone by here in the fourth. Dobie, they have outscored Deer Park 17-7 here in the second half so far.
Yeah, and really on both sides of the ball right now, this second half, we've just really not found the groove, not anything like what we had in that first half. And it's showing right now, and Dobie's taking advantage of it. Defensively, we've just not been able to stop them, but more importantly, offensively, we've just not moved the football very well in the second half.
Try and find an answer here momentarily. Campero with another deep kick. Sails about 8 yards into the end zone this time, and now Dobie with new life, new momentum.
25-yard line.
Yeah, you talk about that momentum and those swings. Right now, it's all on Dobie's side. Deer Park needs to figure out a way to take the wind out of their sails on this drive right here.
In this second half, Dobie has outgained Deer Park on offense, 220 yards to just 75.
Wow. Those big pass plays like that, they sure help, though. They
sure.
They had that yard
can skew some totals.
Yes, it can.
See what Deer Park can do. Starting this one at their own 25, following the touchback. Going to be a little bit harder following the false start penalty
offense,
here.
Number 75, 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
Adams back in there at quarterback for this drive. Gregory in the backfield with him. Keeper by McAdams, trying to beat a man in space, falls forward. Get some of that penalty yardage back and maybe a yard more.
McAdams on the quarterback keeper. Run down by Derek Kelly. Pickup of 6 on the play, brings up 2nd and 9.
Martinez and Gregory going to line up in the backfield here on 2nd and 9. This time, Gregory up the middle, fighting through first contact before this momentum is stopped and pushed back, but he gets up ahead to the 30.
Derek Kelly makes the stop.
What a huge third down this is going to be.
Yeah, this is a big third down for Deer Park.
Down at 5.
And again, right now, if you just look at just kind of the feeling down on the field. It's just everything sits over there with Longhorns right now. Deer Park really needs to pick up this first down.
And Gregory and Thompson going to be in the backfield, a package we haven't seen a whole lot. Usually it's one on the field, usually not both, but Gregory follows the block along the right side, takes a huge hit. Spears from the middle linebacker spot, blows up Gregory right at the line of scrimmage, and Deer Park going to go 3 and out.
That is huge.
Brings up 4th down.
Oh my goodness, that's a big time tackle right there.
And that momentum swinging all the way in favor of Dobie now. Hurtado, another good punt here. Richardson thought about touching it.
That's live.
And it looked like it might have made contact with Richardson. No signal from the officials, though.
Oh,
and
really?
This one going to be down at the 26. Richardson dangerously close to the ball there.
Ball is down.
Boy, if it didn't touch him, it didn't miss him by much.
Pasadena, Dobie at their own 26-yard line.
That was really, really close.
Ball to 26 to start this drive. Dobie coming off long plays. Here we get a second look at it. Only took a little sideways hop. But
yeah.
First and 10 for Dobie. They are as close as they have been in a long time. Matthews dropped that one. Nobody around him. That one going just right through his hands, incomplete.
Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Second and 10. Matthews lining up in the backfield. Motion a fullback over to the left side, where to looking to throw. Loads up, goes deep downfield, has another man open behind the defense, but overthrew him. Would have been a tough catch. He was looking for Wynn. Got behind Batista there.
Yeah, but the biggest thing and the most important thing is that he was getting open. He had space there. If the ball had been thrown perfectly, that would have been a big shot for the Longhorns. These receivers are getting behind these defensive backs for Deer Park right now, and they've got to figure out a way to at least get on their hip and try to break things up.
The secondary getting tested like they have not been at any point this year. 3rd down and 10. Huerta rolls left, loads up, goes downfield again. One-on-one coverage. Pass is going to be caught. Quinn, they go right back to him. Hauls it into the Deer Park 40. Going to be marked down at the 39. Williams was in coverage for Deer Park, but Wynn, one-on-one, wins the matchup.
Well, you know, and I'm talking about being on their hip pocket. The other thing about it is these receivers for Dobie are making some really, really good catches.
Helping out their quarterback for sure. Handed off to Wynn, this time on the jet sweep. Follows some blocks, but he's going to be taken down. Landon Sanders coming in and blowing that play up in the backfield.
Needed that for Deer Park. Got to figure out a way to make these guys go backwards.
2nd down and 13.
That catch by Wynn a moment ago. Picked up 35. And Sanders fighting off the block from the tight end. Loss of 3 on the play, back to the 42. Hodges checks in at the running back spot to where it is left. Motion Matthews in, give it to him, following some blocks, picking up some good yardage down near the 30. As Matthews picks up about 8.
Yeah, that's Matthews just being patient right now, and he, as you said, following his blocks, finds the one that he wants to really get in behind, and then cuts it upfield and gets the positive yardage.
Third down and 2 at the Deer Park 31. Deer Park trying to find an answer defensively. Huerta motions Hodges across. This time keeper by the quarterback. He's able to fall forward, though, and pick up a Dobie first down to the 28.
Number 16, Juan Huerta, the quarterback keeper.
Okinola for Deer Park along the defensive line.
Tackle made
Brought
by
it down, and
Thomas
now
Johnson.
Longhorns
But the pickup
quickly
set up
back
for
to the
a
line.
Longhorn first down.
1st and 10. Hodges in motion again. Give it to him along the right side. Breaks through one tackle. Williams there to meet him at the 20. And just like that,
DeMarcus Hodges on the
got a
carry.
9-yard gain by Hodges. And Longhorns
Williams
starting to pick
makes
up
the
yardage
stop
in
here.
bunches now.
Yes, they are.
Brings up 2nd down and 1.
Well, they were just kind of going with that pace. They've got in a good rhythm right now, and the Deer Park defense has not been able to find a way to get them out of that rhythm.
2 backs in the backfield here on 2nd and short. Hand it off. Hodges along the right side. Breaks through one tackle. Hodges down inside the 10. Extends to the end zone, but he's going to be marked down at the 1.
DeMarcus Hodges on the carry. Aiden Casas makes a
Hodges
stop.
nearly made it a one-score game, and Longhorns again quickly to the line. Huerta again under center. They've got Deer Park on their heels. Keeper by Huerta along the far side. He's met it, dropped. Ethan Chavez, huge open field tackle on the quarterback.
Big tackle by Chavez right there. We really needed that tackle. Got to do everything we can to keep them out of this end zone.
Correction tackle made by number 6, Ethan Chavez.
2-yard loss on the play.
2nd down and goal to go from the 3-yard line.
Hodges nearly had the end zone there. There you see the fake. Huerta had everybody fooled. Not Chavez, though. 2nd and goal. They stack the right side of the line. Hand it to Williams. He's got space. He's got the end zone.
Number 2, Cameron Matthews on a touchdown run.
Matthews with his first touchdown tonight has made this a one-score game, and Dobie
thinking about going for 2.
They were down by 11, trying to make it a field goal game here with 6:15 left.
Well, I tell you what,
Timeout. Dobie, that's their 2nd timeout of the half.
I think the fact is, I know it's an extra point, but right now, and I know you want to talk about it, I get all that, but that speed they've been going at us, I'd have lined right up and just said, we're going for 2, just done it right then if I'd have been them. You've got that Deer Park defense on their heels. You just scored. You've done it with pace. But they've decided to stop and talk about it. I think they're going to try to go for 2 right now.
Trying to make it a 3-point game here, near the halfway point of this 4th quarter. Deer Park led this game at one point, 28-7 at halftime. Like we said, Dobie, they've been firing on all cylinders here in the 2nd half.
Here they come.
So a big 2-point conversion coming up. Huerta going to go under center. Matthews gets the call again. Same play that they just ran for the touchdown, but this time nothing doing.
Is no good.
No good is Olguin, number 24, coming in and blowing that play up.
Number 2,
Meeting Matthews right at the line of scrimmage at Deer Park, holding on. It's down to just a 5-point lead for Deer Park.
That's a big play for Deer Park to keep them from converting this, turning it into a 3-point ball game.
And a Deer Park offense that needs to find some answers here in this 2nd half. Like we said, Dobie has outgained the Deer now 294-85.
Wow.
Here in the 2nd half. Dobie averaging 14 yards per play.
We're going to start it off with a good return right here. Here we go.
problem is Campero has been booting them and not even giving Martinez or Smith a chance. We'll see.
No opportunity to return. Huh?
That's right.
And you know, on a close ball game like this, that's huge to be able to have a kicker that can, you know, get the ball deep to where you don't have an opportunity to return.
Campero makes a run at it, and once again a deep drive, but it's like Martinez is going to have a chance. Backpedaled into his end zone, and he'll take a knee, bring it out for the touchback.
I know we talk about them all being important, but man, right now this is a really important drive with 6:15 to go in the ball game. Only up by 5 points. Momentum's fully on the Longhorn side. Deer Park's got to figure out a way to get this ball in the end zone.
Kiesel Horse and Company going to try and manufacture a drive here in crunch time. Hand it off to Hayden Smith. Jet sweep on first down. Trying to fight through the first wave. Nothing doing there.
Number 1, Hayden Smith.
And Dempsey Spears and Roderick Drumgo, the defensive end,
Tackled by Derek
they
Kelly.
have turned it up a notch here in the second half. Spears especially. A loss of a yard there on first down. Thompson in there at running back for 2nd and 11. Stays in the buy some time, goes downfield looking for Phillips up near midfield, incomplete. C.J. Richardson in coverage for the Longhorns, and just like that, Deer Park facing a 3rd down and 11 as Terrence Thomas takes a seat about the 36.
Got an injury timeout right now on the field, but
Terrence Thomas getting a look at one of the quarterbacks for Dobie. We'll see if they have to bring on number 12, Jonathan Willis again, who he kind of got targeted in that first half. Haven't seen him since.
Exactly.
And maybe with this injury, maybe he has to come back on for at least one play. As Thomas able to jog off. 5:35 to go. Deer Park with a 3rd down and 11.
And what's this offense going to do right here to get this first down?
Deer Park trying to avoid their 3rd straight 3 and out. Going to need a big play here, though. 3rd down and 11. Thompson in there. Kiesel Horse taking the snap, looks right, has time, loads up, going to go deep downfield. Pass is going to be intercepted. Richardson undercut it. And the first turnover of the night swings in way of the Longhorns.
Flag on the play.
Trying to see the flag. It's back near the line of scrimmage. The offense is still out on the field for Deer Park.
Oh, if this goes against Dobie, this would be huge.
You got both teams' offenses out.
And I think here comes Deer Park's offense now.
Holding. Offense. Number 71. That penalty's declined. First down.
C.J. Richardson, returning starter from a year ago, made the all-district team. Comes away with the game's first turnover. And normally, Hayden Smith one-on-one with a safety. You like that matchup.
All day long.
But Richardson, great coverage deep downfield, and the Longhorns now with a chance to take a lead for the first time tonight. Huerta hands it off on first down on the jet sweep. Matthews They head to the 45 for a 3-yard gain.
Damian Oldwood makes a stop for Deer Park. Brings up second down at 7.
And Dobie, even just with the 3-yard gain, go tempo here. Motion in win. Again, little jet sweep. Thought about throwing. Instead, he's going to tuck it himself. Takes a big hit. Bounces off of it and going to be shoved into the Longhorn sideline.
Ethan Wynn on the end around.
Boy, they were looking for another trick play.
Yeah. They were trying to set it up.
Wynn was loading up, but nothing there. 3rd down and 4. And the Deer Park defense needing a stop. Last 4 drives for Dobie in the second half. Touchdown, field goal, touchdown, touchdown. 3rd down and 4, Dobie. Keep it on the ground by Huerta. Trying to go towards the sideline. Might have had the first down to be turned upfield, but trying to stretch it out. He's going to be taken down shy of the first down marker. Just a pickup of 2.
We got a ball game here.
Batista with a huge stop.
4th down and 3.
4th down, 3 to go. Offense looking towards the sideline. Clock running inside of 4.5 to go. And this Abshire crowd trying to get loud. Play of the game right now. Matthews in motion. Hand it to him. Matthews turns the corner. Matthews inside the 40. Picks up a block and knocked out of bounds at the Deer Park 35.
We had an angle on him to make the tackle, and he just got past the defensive player, and as fast as he is, he had no problem picking up that first down. Had him right there.
Batista tried to undercut that block, and it just helped spring Matthews. As Matthews picks up 16 down to the Deer Park 35, 1st and 10. Just dumps it off for Matthews, trying to pick up blocks along the left side. Flag thrown, that'll be bringing it back.
Pass goes to number 2, Cameron Matthews. Tackled by Oldwood. Flags will play.
Holding. Offense, number 3. 10-yard penalty.
Ethan Wynn, the wideout, called for the hold there. 6th penalty called on the Longhorns tonight. Pushes the ball back to the Deer 42. And we've seen this play quite a few times, just trying to get Matthews in open space. 1st down and 17. Where they're going to go under center. Little misdirection, but the handoff goes to Hodges. Hodges turns the corner inside the 30. Hodges inside the 20, all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. But a flag is thrown back near the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I think it's going to be in that area of holding again, so they're going to bring this one back.
What would be a 42-yard go-ahead touchdown for Dobie.
Dobie fans are not happy with the call.
Offense, number 82.
But the Deer Park fans are.
First down.
Called against the tight end, Adam Perez this time. So back-to-back holding penalties starting to derail this Longhorn drive. There you see along the edge.
Yeah, you see it right there. He just pulled him and turned him around and pulled him down, and not allowing him to get out there to make the tackle.
Landon Sanders, the one for Deer Park, trying to get off that block.
After enforcement,
but right now, this
down at 20 for the Longhorns.
Deer Park defense is getting some help, but they have got to make something happen on their own.
1st down and 20. Ball at the Deer Park 45. Trying to find an answer for this Longhorn running attack. Huerta hands it off along the left side, met at the line, and a short gain on the play. Hodges. Met by Okinola and Luke Webb.
Tackled by number 98, Luke Webb.
Just a 3-yard gain, and the clock continues to run inside of 3.5 minutes. Dobie with just one timeout left.
Well, and that's the biggest thing now with 3.5 minutes to go in the ball game. You know, the they score, do you have enough time?
Huerta, short drop, goes downfield, pass is going to be incomplete. Dobie wants contact, but no flag.
Oh, the Dobie sideline is upset.
Chavez on the coverage.
James Spivey, one-on-one coverage. Officials are talking about it, but surely wouldn't think about throwing a flag down after the result of the play.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
They were going for one-on-one coverage with James Spivey downfield. 3rd down and 17. Deer Park trying to hold on. They led this game 1 point at 35-7. Dobie has come storming back here in the second half.
This is Friday Night Football at its best right now. This crowd is into it.
3 wideouts. Far side of the field. Sanders was offsides. Dobie going to have a free play. Huerta going to step up into the pocket and take it himself. Gets to the 30 before being brought down. Won't be enough for the first down, but it will set up a 4th and short. Sanders
Huerta on the quarterback
trying to get a jump on the snap.
Flags on the play.
Yeah, I think they'll decline the penalty and take the play there.
Deer Park making some substitutions defensively, just trying to keep their players as fresh as they can. It's a defense that has been out there a lot here in this second half. Officials still talking about it, see what Dobie and the staff want to do with it.
Yeah, I think Coach Stanford, they'll tell him, here comes the call.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
So Huerta with a free play, picked up
less than 1.
16, 4th down, less than a yard to go.
Can the defense make a stop right here on 4th down?
Cameron Matthews, he will line up bottom of your screen there at the 30 and see if Deer Park going to take their first timeout. No, instead it will be Dobie.
Timeout.
Burning their final timeout.
Dobie. That's their final timeout of the game.
Well, the Longhorns, they have had so much success on the ground, especially on the perimeter in this second half. It's almost as if Deer Park has had no answer for it. Whether it's Cameron Matthews or Hodges.
Well, I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but again, they've been so successful on the long pass plays. I mean, I know it's 4th and 1, I get that, but goodness, do you think if you're a Dobie coaching staff, you say, okay, hey, wait a minute, do we go for that short yardage, or do we just go ahead and go for it all right here?
Ball at the Deer Park 26-yard line. And the defense trying to make a stop on 4th down and 1. Dobie with no more timeouts. If they don't get this, they may not see the ball again.
That's right.
4th down and 1.
Huerta for the shotgun. And now Deer Park going to take a timeout.
Timeout, Deer Park.
Timeout. Deer Park.
A little bit different formation Dobie came out with after the timeout. And the chess match back and forth.
You know, I kind of told, like I said, when we started this game, it had a football field tonight. Man, this is about as good as you can ask for right now.
Yeah.
This is Friday Night Football, like I said, at its best. I'm loving this.
Almost 800 combined yards of offense tonight.
Wow.
443 for Dobie, 350 for Deer Park.
Man, and again, talk about a tale of two halves. it has really been that Deer Park having really complete control in the first half. Dobie has had control here in this second half for sure.
And even Deer Park, their first drive of the second half, they took it 11 plays, 76 yards, and they looked like they were just picking up where they left off in the first half. But since then, it's been punt, interception. 4th down and a yard. Matthews in the slot. Goes in motion. Handed to him. Matthews going to try and turn the corner. Breaking through arm tackles. Picks up the first down. Finally brought down by Oldwin.
Tackled by Xavier Oldwin.
Down to the Deer Park 22.
And now this really does become an issue with 2:39 to go in the ball game. And how fast, if they score, how much time would you have on the clock?
Longhorns going to go under center. Where to misdirection for Hodges along the right side. Met keeps his feet moving though. Millette trying to strip that ball out, nearly did. But Hodges going to pick up about 6 on first down.
Oakland makes the tackle once again for Deer Park.
Boy, Millette was in there trying to rip that ball loose. Longhorns don't look to be in any hurry now. Under 2 to go in the red zone.
They've got all the confidence right now, and like you said, they're not in a hurry. At this point, they're like, if we'll score when we score.
Back under center. Once again, this time along the left side. Hodges up the middle, nearly broke loose, but picks up a first down. It'll set up a 1st and goal at the 8. Stops the clock momentarily with 1:32 left.
Redland Okanula makes the tackle for Deer Park.
Hodges feeling a cramp there in his calf. Gonna act like a glorified timeout with just over 90 seconds left.
I'm a proud Deer Park Tiger. Class 2002. I grew up with Coach Flynn. We played baseball.
Here in the second half, Dobie, touchdown, field goal, touchdown, touchdown.
Wow.
Have not been stopped here in this second half.
Again, like I said, that's the only way I know how to describe it is, again, a tale of 2 halves. I mean, the first half, it was all Deer Park. Pretty much at will what they wanted to do. And as you said, came out and got their opening drive and this half and drove it down, and you thought, man, they're in control and everything's going to be fine. But after that, it has been nothing but the Longhorns. What can this Deer Park defense do to stop this Dobie team right now?
Well, with Hodges out, got to figure Cameron Matthews is going to be seeing a lot of this ball as they give it to him along the right side, trying to turn up field. He's going to get a push from his offensive line all the way to the end zone. Going to be marked down just shy inside the 1. Probably more beneficial for Dobie than anything.
Absolutely.
As that will either force Deer Park to take a timeout or let this clock continue to bleed. And we're going to roll inside of a minute. Deer Park with all 2 timeouts rather. Huerta going to go under center. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Huerta going to take it himself, falling forward, lowers his shoulder, no signal yet. And finally, there it is. Dobie has come all the way back. Down 28 points in this second half. And the Longhorns with their first lead tonight.
Huerta on the quarterback keeper for the touchdown.
Clock operator, please reset the game clock to 41 seconds. 41 seconds. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad to see them put that time off the clock because it took them forever to make that call. And I was sitting there watching the clock just run, and I'm like, those are precious seconds, especially if you're a Deer Park fan right now.
Yeah. Huerta with his second touchdown on the ground tonight. And now going to try and go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. Matthews lining up in the slot. They're going to motion him across. Hand it to him. No, keeper by Huerta up the middle, untouched. 2 more on the board.
The 2-point conversion is good. Number 16, Huerta. Quarterback keeper up the middle.
Well, Deer Park going to have 41 seconds and 2 timeouts to work with to try and find the end zone or a game-tying field goal.
Yeah, and I think that's it right there. You just said it. I think the fact is that's the reason why Deer Park didn't use those timeouts. They felt like, okay, if they score, we're going to want to try to keep those timeouts and use them on the offensive possession. And boy, we talked about this earlier, this kicking game for Dobie, kicking these kickoffs way deep in the end zone with no real chance for a return. And in this situation, that's huge as well.
Yeah, Deer Park the last few times out, they've had to start at the 25, and they've run only 9 plays since that touchdown drive. That went 11 plays. They started out the third quarter, 11 plays, 76 yards for a touchdown. Since then, 3 and out, and an interception. Campero going to send Hayden Smith searching for that one, but it's going to bounce into the end zone, and Deer Park
goes into the end zone.
Going to have 75
First
yards.
down and 10, Deer Park from their own 25-yard line.
Themselves and a go-ahead touchdown. Just 84 yards of offense for Deer Park in this second half, and we mentioned that 76 of it coming on their first drive. Well, the first time Deer Park has really faced adversity here in 2023, and see how they respond to it.
And man, are they getting a dose of it right now. Wow. 31
unanswered points by Dobie in this second half. First and 10 for Deer Park at their own 25. 3 wideouts. Kieselhorst has time, steps up in the pocket, looks downfield, fires over the middle. Going to go to the ground and incomplete. He's looking for Panuco downfield.
Panuco. Coverage by number 7, C.J. Richard. Brings up second down at 10.
Four wideouts, 3 to the near side. Second and 10. Kieselhorst loads up, fires. Hayden Smith along the sideline. Left it a bit short, incomplete.
For Hayden Smith. Brings up third down and 10.
Well, now you got yourself in a situation. Now you just got to get the first down to try to keep the drive alive.
King Phillips has been quiet in this second half. He split out one-on-one. Top of your screen. Third down and 10. Kieselhorst scans, fires upfield, has Martinez up ahead near midfield. That will stop the clock with 24 seconds left. And Coach Lynn calling for his offense to spike it. Still trying to get set. Clock is running, 22 seconds. And now they're going to clock it with 19 seconds left in the ball game. And Martinez coming up with a big play, 25 yards up ahead to midfield on third down and 10.
Kieselhorst spiked the ball to stop the clock, brings up second down and 10.
Thompson checks into the game. 3 wideouts, top of your screen. Hayden Smith, one-on-one, near side, looking that way. Kieselhorst Loads up, fires over the middle, pass incomplete.
Pass is incomplete, intended for
Big
Martinez.
hit put on as Martinez slow to get up.
Injury timeout.
It was one of those things. Kieselhorst looked, he had an opportunity to try to pick up some yardage on his feet, but that would have also kept that clock running, so he went ahead and decided to make the decision to fire the ball across. Floated just a little high. Lucky, too, because it came off his hands. It popped up in the air. Lucky that they didn't get underneath and make the interception, because they had a defender there.
Just 13 ticks of the clock left in this one. Deer Park trying to salvage what has been a disastrous second half.
Man, I think right now, if anything else, with 13 seconds, are you planning to try to go ahead and get yourself in a position for just a field goal attempt?
Deer Park still with 2 timeouts, so they have the option of working any part of the field if they can pick up the yardage. Third down and 10. Kieselhorst quickly passes complete to Hayden Smith. Going to be shy of the first down marker. And so this will set up the ball game, 4th and short.
A.J. Hernandez brings up 4th down.
4th down, 3 to go. Deer Park trying to stay alive here. Dobie brings 4. Pass complete to Hayden Smith for the first down. Breaks through a tackle and taking it down inside the 30 with 5 seconds left. Coach Flynn going to take his second timeout.
Timeout, Deer Park.
Down to the 29-yard line.
Deer Park, that's their second timeout of the half.
But now it becomes, do you have enough time for one more play to really get into a solid field goal range?
Yeah.
Or do you have to try and attempt a long field goal, or just have to throw one up to the end zone?
In all honesty, Mason, I think you take the shot. I think you just got to take the shot at the end zone. I think you've got a better chance of winning that than you do trying to get the field goal right now. I think the clock's against you. I just don't think with 5 seconds, I just don't think you can get it off.
And they're going to bring on Hurtado.
They are. Wow.
What will be about a
Deer Park will line up for a 46-yard field goal.
46-yard field goal from the near hash. Trying to force overtime here. Gets it down, Hurtado. Kick on the way, and it is no good. All of Abshire Stadium thought it had gone through.
I sure did. I thought it had gone through the upright. My word. Here we go. We're going to get a straight-on look at it. It just missed that left upright. Oh, my gosh, that was close.
What a game. Deer Park drops the district opener to Dobie. 38-35, the final score. Longhorns score the final 31 points in this one.
Yeah, again, I tell you what, it was that first half. You'd have thought it was all Deer Park. Came out, got that open. We talked about got their first possession, drove down and scored and made it. Got themselves in a position where you thought, okay, we can roll now. And man, all of a sudden, Dobie just kept fighting and fighting and fighting and came back. And they come into Abshire Stadium and sneak out of here with the win, 38-35.
362 yards of offense for the Longhorns in the second half sparked the comeback. They trailed 35-7 early in the third quarter, and after that, it was all Dobie. Longhorns, they have shocked the crowd here at Abshire Stadium as Deer Park drops the district opener 38-35. They'll get a bye week to try and regroup. And Dobie sitting pretty at 1-0 in district. And for Tim Culp, Jared Creel, everybody here at the Deer Network, thank you so much for watching. Bye week coming up next week. And we'll see you 2 weeks from now. Deer Park falls in the district opener 38-35. The final score here is Dobie gets the win. Good night, everybody.